T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Good evening, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome back to another Monday night live show. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Obviously, a later show because Portugal could not get the game won in normal or extra time. However, they are through on penalties. Man, like Matt Drifty, how are you doing this evening, brothers?
Tired, but all right, you know.
Yeah,
a bit tired though.
Tired is the word. Trust me. Trust me on that one.
Feel a bit cried out, to be fair.
I just remember what you said before we went live. I can't repeat, obviously, but
yeah, you know what?
What's wrong with him, man?
Mad.
He's got main character syndrome, innit?
Bro, no, it's not even that, bro. It's more about imagine going to war and you're in war and your captain starts crying, bro. I'd be looking at my captain thinking, fix up yourself. I'll probably punch him in the face. You're the captain. We're at war.
It's like bombs dropping in it, and the captain's like, what? It's like, brother, you're in charge, man.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, have you not seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah.
There's one bit where one of the captains like starts freaking out, like, we gotta go back. We're like, and he's like, get yourself together, Sergeant, or something like that. I said, clap him in his face, rude boy. That's what I think Paulinho wanted to do because he said something to Ronaldo. You can see it's like he said, like fix up, man. I don't know if you saw, like, Paulinho was the only one I think that said something to him, but
he's holding that team back. I keep on saying it.
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
Last Portuguese, I'll be demanding that he was dropped. I'm sorry. He's like he just all he wanted to do today was score a record, however many goals. Like he just made everything about him. Everything about him. I'm sorry, man. It's a joke. It's an actual joke, but
it's mad still, can't I?
Boy, well, we've got 3 topics to discuss, maybe more. We'll see how it goes. Going to be speaking about these Anthony Gordon rumors. Hasn't seemed to stop. Going to be speaking about Slot, who will be having his first press conference on Friday, and also going to be speaking about the scapegoating of Trent, even though he hasn't played. Just looking at his demeanor, his whole attitude, and how that could potentially affect him going into next season. But let's start with Anthony Gordon. He's been linked to a move to Liverpool, especially with the whole PSR situation at Newcastle, even though they have sold players now. He's a boyhood Liverpool fan, loves the club. Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, his best friend is Curtis Jones. He wants to be a Liverpool player. Liverpool apparently pushed for a move, but took a step back. Apparently, he's unhappy. Apparently, he's had his head turned. I feel like I've asked you this question before, but I'll ask you again with fresh ears, fresh eyes. Drift, I'll start with you. If Diaz is to leave this summer and you believe in Gakpo, just like Matt does, would you be happy with Anthony Gordon being a rotational player with Gakpo?
No, I wouldn't be happy to see him in the red shirt, period.
All right. Wow.
Bang
Matt,
average player. I can't believe we're chasing this shoot.
all right, Jim. I said one word and I said, nah. Bang average you, bro.
No.
Matt, same question to you, bro.
Anthony Gordon is not the player we should be going after. One thing I will say that which is kind of interesting is that there's a lot of conflicting reports. The reports that started on Saturday were that Newcastle approached us. They approached us and said, would you be interested in Gordon? Well, obviously, you guys know the situation. Is there a deal to be had? They wanted Jarrell Kwanzaa. We said no. Conversation stopped there. Fast forward 24 hours, then it was Liverpool approached Anthony Gordon and Newcastle a couple of weeks ago, got rebuffed and came back again on Saturday. And it's also been said that Anthony Gordon's head has also been turned by all this talk and whatnot, but he was very, very open to going to Liverpool because he's obviously a Liverpool fan, right? This is blatantly Newcastle trying to save face. Newcastle have made a massive issue out of this. They've tried to get rid of Anthony Gordon for that whole PSR thing, yeah. It hasn't worked, and now they're trying to make it seem like it was us that was after Anthony Gordon, even though we like the club liked the player. It was Newcastle basically saying we need the piece, but give us Jarrell Kwanzaa as well, and we can make a deal there. We just said no. Apparently, Liverpool wanted to do a deal, but it had nothing to do about getting rid of Kwanzaa, who we rate highly, and obviously I think another report came out and said Joe Gomez. Absolute rubbish. Newcastle trying to do the whole PR thing now, because they messed up and one of their crown jewels was about to be sold. And because they couldn't sell him, now they're trying to save face. I'm kind of glad this has happened. One, don't want Anthony Gordon at Liverpool anyway. Two, don't want to spend that type of money on Anthony Gordon. And three, I am so glad that it shows that Liverpool's pull in the market is still at a decent level, to the point where the new manager hasn't even started yet. And it seems like Anthony Gordon's already wanting to join Liverpool. Like, it just goes to show you where we are as a club. And it goes to show you, like, the pulling power that we will have, even though I know Klopp isn't here anymore, but Liverpool, the club in general. So, yeah, man, I'm happy with it. I don't think he should be the left winger. If we are looking for a forward, I think there's better options out there, personally.
Just remember, I'm going to ask some questions. Just remember what I said before the show started, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? We good?
Yeah. I've had my Snickers. I'm cool.
Cool. One of the things you do to rebuff mine and Matt's queries about Nunes going into the season is his GA. When you look at Anthony Gordon's GA for a team like Newcastle, who did struggle last season, and you could arguably say, apart from Isak, don't really have a great outlet in terms of attacking, or a consistent outlet in front in terms of attacking. The fact that he got 21 GA in, I think it was 34 games for Newcastle last season. Could we not be doing him a disservice by saying we don't want him, when I'll look at someone like Mane, for example, when he was at Southampton, in the 2 seasons before he joined Liverpool, he got 10 goals and 3 assists and 11 goals and 6 assists. But we were over the moon to get him. Why is it we're so against getting Gordon? Is it the past him being an Everton player? Is it he's just not a fashionable player? What is it? Because if we're looking at anyone with 21 GA in 34 games, who's a left winger for a team who was average last season, why are we so against it? Or why should I say, why are you so against it, bro?
It's a combination of pretty much everything you said, to be honest. I don't like him as a person, which always is a bad thing. It would be like if we were going to buy Bruno Fernandes. Like, I know he's a good player, but I'd be like, oh my God, no way. I cannot watch this guy be a Liverpool player. I ain't getting behind this guy. Pause. I don't want to have to like big him up or support him in it. Like, I don't want this guy at the club. And Anthony Gordon falls in that bracket for me. So straight away, that does make it difficult. I remember all the diving and the rolling around and the, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't like him as a character. I don't like the way he is. If he's a Liverpool fan, why is he always going so ham when he played us and cheating and rolling around and doing all that crap? Like, I don't like him. But then on top of that, I just think he's basic, bro. Like, we play low blocks a lot. He's a very basic footballer. What's he going to do when he can't use his pace to just run in behind? Then what? Like, he's a basic footballer. And I know his GA was good for this season, but that was like a kind of one-off for me. And he's been in the Prem about 3 or 4 years. It's not like he's only just fresh to the Prem. So I look at it and I think to myself, how is he going to play well in a team that's always playing against 5 at the back, low block, team sitting in? Like, what's he going to do then? I just, there's loads of things, bro, that the fact that he wasn't Evertonian, the price, like Matt said, that the price we're going to have to pay for him, you're telling me we can't go and get better players for that price. So I'm just not in it. And a year ago, everybody said, hold on, Newcastle's got all this money and they're kind of getting Gordon. And then 12 months later, all of a sudden he's flavour of the month. Now we need way longer to know whether he's able to actually continue this and the step up is a trajectory or it wasn't just a one-off season. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, Bruno Guimaraes and Isak, they're the only 2 players I want from Newcastle. After that,
Not even Botman, no?
I mean, to a degree, but his career has stagnated since that injury. I'd need to see him get back up there. But I wouldn't be angry at Botman. You're right. I wouldn't have a problem with Botman. But to really like excite me in terms of like, wow, this is Liverpool proper showing, it would only be Bruno or Isak from Newcastle. Everybody else they can keep.
Matt, come back to you here. One of the key things you've been saying over the past few weeks with regards to Cody Gakpo and why you want him to be a Liverpool star is output and production. Those are 2 words you keep on mentioning: output, production, especially when it pertains to comparisons to Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
So again, I've got to ask these questions so we have a debate in it. If we talk about production, once again, I'll ask you the question: why is Anthony Gordon not a player that you'd want to see at Liverpool when he's proved in the last season in a team well below ours that he can produce production? So imagine if he's around better players in a better system, what he could potentially do. Or again, do you just don't see it?
No, don't get me wrong. His production was good, but you got to remember he's doing that in Newcastle. Newcastle don't have the same expectation in Liverpool. Newcastle don't come up against low blocks every single game and have literally cup finals for every game. Teams do not treat them like that. They're not at that level yet. If he was doing it at a higher club, so to speak, then maybe there'll be more to talk about. Listen, I don't think he's crap. It's just that for me, he's very basic in the sense of he's very good at using his pace. But for me, that's all he is. Like good, decent movement off the ball. Don't get me wrong. He's not a bad footballer, but he's not an upgrade on Diaz. Even if he was to get slightly better production, I'm not even too sure if we can definitively say that because, again, you're going to come up against different defenses as well. Like it's going to be very different to how you're treated at Newcastle to how you are treated at Liverpool. And I think systems as well, innit? Like, I don't know, man. I just think to myself, like, there's other players out there that I think could do a better job, bro. And he's just, I don't know, he's just not the guy that I would look at to think could solve the issue. Like Luis Diaz, what did he get in all comps? I can't even remember, but they're basically trying to base this Gordon price of probably like Newcastle, like of Jack Grealish and Declan Rice, yeah, in terms of whole like the potential or whatever when they were sold. But his production was only good for 1 season. At Everton, he wasn't doing nothing crazy. So it's 1 season. So like, I get it, the production is good, but it's still 1 season.
Do you want an idea of his production at Everton?
Oh, bro, I can tell you right now, it was probably like 3 goals, 5. Bro, it was not. Hear what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. I know he's only 23, coming up 24. So I know he's a young player. So I do want to bear that in mind. But let me just give you a little quick rundown before Cal asks the next question. First time the first season when Everton gave him a chance, he only played 11 games, no goals, no assists.
1 assist.
That was 2021. Then in 21-22, when he actually became a first-team player, he played 35 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. Then the season, his last season at Everton, the season that made Newcastle buy him, he played 32 games, 4 goals, no assists. This guy is living off of last season. Those stats are diabolical. And again, I'll say he is 23, coming up 24, so he is quite a youngish player. But those stats are diabolical. 2 seasons for Everton, he played 34 games and he only got 4 goals and 2 assists.
One thing I will say though, to his defense, Everton are shockingly crap. So even though I think those stats are shocking because they are, the players around him. I mean, let's keep it a buck in it. Like Calvert-Lewin was supposed to be the all-worldly striker they thought that they had.
And he was
Couldn't
injured.
even stay fit. Like they had a lot of issues at Everton, and I'm not. These ain't excuses. I'm just telling you that I expect those numbers to be crap.
I hear
the
that.
team was
I hear
crap.
that a little bit. I hear that a little.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying.
give him
So
a
like,
little bit of
if
advice.
he got like, say if he got like 6 goals or 7 goals, yeah, and like 4 or 5 assists, I'd actually bet that's not bad for an Everton team because Everton are so shocking. But I get what you mean, bro. For me, Anthony Gordon he's obviously very direct, yeah. And in football, when you are a direct winger, you can cause a lot of problems. But like I was saying about low block here, more times than not, we are going to go up against teams that are very compact and hard to break down. You might not be able to use your pace all the time. Like it's not always going to be a factor. So you've got to have other facets of your game that stand out. Now, does he have good movement off the ball? I would say he's got decent, but it's not amazing. Whereas I would say, like, for example, Luis Diaz, his movement off the ball is amazing, but his ball retention is superior, in my opinion, to Gordon's. And he's got a better technical ability in tight spaces. So even though, like, they both have their pros and their cons in it. So I don't know, man. I just think if that's the guy that we're going to go and get, if Diaz was to leave, I'll be sitting there thinking, hold on a minute. Liverpool scoured the globe and didn't think they should try and break a record more so for someone like a Rodrigo.
The what?
I said,
they didn't even scour the city, bro. If we go for Gordon,
They just scoured the north.
Yeah, no, for real.
That was Stanley Park, fam.
But this is what I'm saying. Liverpool should be scouring the globe, but yet we like, bro. Do you know how much name?
I gotta really back in, or else you're gonna kill my questions.
Yeah. Because I got names to drop, fam, that are way better than Anthony Gordon.
Let's do Wheel of Fortune. 5-letter word. Give me a P. Ding. First letter.
Bro, you trying to kill me, bro? Bro, you can't do that, man. No, you actually killed me.
Oh, dude, that's quality. Oh man, that was quality. Oh, well done, dude. Well done. All right. We've all sat here and we've all said Kudos is a player we all want to sign, whether he be first choice or second choice. He was my first choice, if I'm not mistaken. So he's my second choice. He was your guy's first choice, right?
I can't remember if it was my first choice because
for the right wing. I'm
Kudos was my first choice for the right
wing. It might have been Elise. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember.
But either way, he was top 2 selected by all of us.
Yeah. He was right up there.
Last season, in one less game for West Ham, he got 8 goals and 6 assists. But everyone's high on Kudos. Everyone really wants Kudos. Again, I know
Kudos is a better player, bro.
Now, hear me out. I know I'm basing it on GA here, but I've got to base it on something for the debate. Why is it we're so quick to downplay what Gordon? And I know you'll say things like he's basic and he doesn't really do much for you, but if we're looking at his game, Gakpo, for example, isn't the most flamboyant player. He's pretty basic and textbook as a player as well, but you like his output and production, Matt. If Gordon's a basic player, but he's getting the output and the production, why are we so moany about it? Why are we just turning a blind eye? Why are we not even considering it?
Oh, there's loads of people that are though, bro.
But there's
I'm talking about us.
Liverpool Twitter was twerking for Gordon yesterday.
Yeah, but I feel as though Liverpool Twitter twerks for any player that's linked with us, to be honest.
Bring him home. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
No, they rate Gordon highly still. I'm not gonna lie.
Blue, Rubo, about bringing
part of the fan base rate him mad high. Like,
high, crazy.
I'll be honest, if we got linked with, I don't know, a random player tomorrow, the fan base would go crazy. Any player we linked with,
can I just say the elephant in the room? And this is not me. I gotta be careful what I say, yeah. But I'm just gonna keep it real because I'm 100. I don't lie. I say it to your face. You see the whole Anthony Gordon thing. I'll be real. He's a scouse. and he relates to Scousers. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Yeah, I applaud it. Because I'm seeing a lot of comments say, because he's Scouse, bring the Scouser home. And I understand, he's one of your own. I'm not Scouse, I can't say that. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't say that. But one thing I don't want it to do is your judgment of a player just because he's Scouse. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't want that to be a thing. So that's just me keeping it 100. You get what I'm saying? Some people are going to get mad at that comment, but I don't really care. Some people will actually appreciate my comment. Do you get what I'm trying to say? All I'm saying is
you believe it might be the Scousers on Twitter?
No, I think no. But what it is, I think it has a very big element. It's a very big element because you got to remember something. When we speak about Trent, we always speak about how he's Scouse. Isn't it? Am I lying? Like he's Scouse, so we know how much it means to him to be a Liverpool player. And I think for Anthony Gordon, him being Scouse as well, yeah, I can understand other Scousers being like, no, we got to bring him home, man. Not only is he Scouse, he's a Liverpool fan. So I hear them. I might not agree with them, but I hear them.
Why was he always like doing all that cheating and diving and rolling around?
No, but he wants to like, bro. Do you know what it is? I'll be real.
It's like hatred to me.
But you see them things there, yeah. Like in a weird way, like yeah. As an opposition, I hate it. But if that person on your team trying to win, you don't care, like, so to speak. Because if Anthony Gordon was doing that for Liverpool, let's say he did sign. And he was doing the most. Yeah? I'm just saying. Everyone will be saying, I'm trying to say, like,
Shannon, you know.
Bro, I was going to ask you if a bat flew in the room because you kind of was like...
massive. I don't even know how it got in the house.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's mad still. But what do you get what I'm saying though? Like,
no, bro, I hear you. I
and again, I want to say this as well. I'm not trying to offend any Scouser, by the way. Like what I'm saying is though is that I think because he's Scouse and I understand Scousers like want him to obviously come true to Liverpool. I hear them. I just disagree with them, but I hear them. I understand it. But what I'm saying is I do feel like there's other players that we could get ahead of Anthony Gordon. But I understand the attachment from the Scousers that want to bring him home to Liverpool. That's what I'm trying to say.
If there's Scousers who want him, then I agree with you. I understand that there'll be a different level of emotion attached to it. But 100. For the non-Scousers, I'm very confused why you would think that he's the answer. I mean, I remember a stream he did about 2 years ago now, just kind of off the top of my head, not knowing. And I remember I didn't really know too much about Gordon at this point, but Cal did. And I remember Cal actually saying to me, give it 5 minutes and watch his pussy dive. I literally remember. And then he literally did it. And Cal was like, what did I tell you?
I didn't say the P word. I didn't say the P word.
All right. We don't, we'd have to be pedantic.
Yeah, that's it. That's him. That is him. We know that's
do you know what I mean? And ever since then, I've been paying attention to his antics. Ever since Cal said that to me about 2 years ago. And I can't believe
100%, John.
He's that bad.
I'm going to ask you both a question. Is he more clinical in front of goal than Luis Diaz?
Is he more clinical? That's hard to say. He's just had a better season.
All right, we're going to add the context. Let's add this context. Anthony Gordon's not playing in the level of pressure games for a bigger club.
Hold that there. Anthony Gordon scored against all the big six teams last season.
He's had an amazing season.
Under no pressure.
You know what? All right. I'm going to Drift. Wait, Drift.
Not as much pressure.
Drift. I'm about to land a jab. I don't. Cal's defense is pretty good. It seems pretty good, but I just see it. He's about to get into a ruckus with the fly blood. We wait for him to deal with the fly.
You know what? Off camera, we're about to hear this from Cal.
The fuck is that?
No, it's true, bro. All right, listen. Hey, don't give a joke. I'm big at the Scousers as well in the chat. I hope you lot understood what I'm trying to say. I wasn't trying to offend nobody. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Where are you going?
We wait for Kyle to get back because I need to ask him this because this is something I need Kyle to understand. Yeah, I think Kyle is about to clark the fly still.
Wanted this.
Man said you wanted this. To the fly.
Hey, Cal, you better be careful, bro. Petter might be listening.
You better be careful for the fly starts bringing his brethren, fam.
I mean,
No, them ones there.
the man are gonna draw you in. Have Cal doing one of those naked pose pictures, talk about I love animals.
Oh no, don't give me joke, bro. Please, bro. Oh man,
no.
animals. I love them. Best friend. Oh man, don't give me joke. No, but Cal needs to hurry up and like put this fly in a chokehold or something. Because I think he might. I don't know if the fly.
What if the fly's got Cal in a chokehold?
No, bro.
Imagine if Cal came back on the screen with bare bruises.
Well, if it just came back, it's just like he's bleeding or something.
Bare scratch mark.
Ah,
Can you hear it? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The flies made it to round 2, blood. I can't believe it.
Let's do these supers while we wait for Cal.
Yeah. Go on.
Jay says they called Ronaldo Homelander.
That makes sense.
I'm guessing that's a reference from a part of the season I haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Because the way, yeah. Okay, I won't spoil nothing. Yeah.
Trent AA says, "May the real C.R. Kelly please stand up."
No, bro.
Hashtag TR7. Jay says, "Who is the better option, Matt?
Better option? Who?
Than Anthony Gordon? You know, let's save that in case that might be one of Cal's questions.
Yeah. Because Cal, I was gonna say names, but Cal don't want to say names.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
He's
He
right
got out
on
the guillotine.
You
Nah,
let it
guillotine.
evade you, bro.
Nah, the fly actually got out the
It's
guillotine.
right in the corner. He's literally hiding out. It was flying around, and I managed to catch it. And when I hit it went into the corner, and then I started spraying it, and it won't come out.
Fly holding on to the ropes, trying to get a breather. Round 2, All right, so what I was gonna say, Carl, is this year.
Now I'm struggling because I sprayed too much.
You better be careful. That fly might put you in a guillotine.
We saying the fly got a 10-8 round.
Hey, listen, trust me. What I was gonna say is this year. So, Cal, you kept on referencing, like, and I understand it. Like, you're just asking a question about is he a better finisher? I think was that the question? Better finisher?
Yeah. Is he more clinical?
All right. Gordon's had one season at Newcastle and has had a better season than Diaz, right? But if we look at all of his other seasons at Everton, you would say this could be the purple patch, like how you would say about Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez only had one, like you would say, amazing season at Benfica, but the rest of his career, career wasn't that great in terms of goal scoring. So I'm thinking it kind of back to you, bro. Would you not say Anthony Gordon? Yeah, pause. Would you not say Anthony Gordon right now might have had his purple patch season? Because you can have that. Because you might have said in the past, I don't know, like the Benfica thing. Yeah, cool. Yeah, one great season, but what has he done since then? So how can we categorically say that about Anthony Gordon? Because everything else before then hasn't been that great. It's just this one season.
Right. Sorry, I've seen it.
Yeah, the fly wants. Yeah, the fly
you're right. By the way, you're right.
Yeah, the fly wants round 2 still. And the flies winning as well. It was a 10-8 round.
Cal said it's hiding behind the thing.
Yeah, no, Pinto.
Let's hope Cal doesn't get this frustrated.
Oh, you man! I'm gonna try and log in on my phone so you guys can see this. He's gonna get eaten by the spider. He's such a mug.
What? Eaten by the spider?
Oh, the spider's gonna get it. Yeah, because it tried to get away from me. Oh, Bunny, I'll kill both of them.
You hear him? I said, I'll get both of them. No,
What you saying, Cal? Let the spider have his last meal before you take it out. Man.
brother.
Nah, Cal says, not around here, boy.
All I do is win.
I said it was a knockout punch, you know. No. Hey, listen, Cal. Are you ready?
that for your cousins, bruv?
They're saying tag team it, yeah? Bang out of order.
That spider, as soon as that spider saw me go in the book, it ran back in the little hole again, bro. You're next, big man. You're next, yeah.
Oh,
That's funny.
Beat that fly's ass. Take that, bro.
Bayesian said, finish him.
That's a big pause, by the way.
Yeah, that's a big pause still.
That was a big one. Still. That was a big pause. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah, that ain't getting back up now. You see the size of it though?
Yeah, that was that felt like it's gonna do some damage, bro. I can't even lie.
About the same size as the book.
That weren't a blue bottle. That was Big Boss Man still.
Final
Even
boss.
the way it was buzzing around, it weren't no regular buzz. It was bzzz. It was one of them. Everyone's deep.
Nothing worse than being woken up out of your sleep by a fly flying around the room. That's so
No, but
jarring.
this is what I'm saying. We're just getting buried.
Yeah.
You had the windows literally at 3 a.m. I had to kill one last night in the bedroom.
Yeah, but you live in
and
the
you
bush,
can't-
bro. You
you
should
can't-
have the
you
window
can't
open,
rest.
fam.
You can't rest.
You
until
need them
it's cold as
mosquito
well.
nets like
You
they
want
have
me to
in
burn
yard
up?
bloody fella.
We'll pass out from heat.
I will pass out rather than let them insects in my yard, you know.
No, it's all right. Man.
Oh man, but yeah,
I
now
can't
Cal,
sleep with flies and them thing in the yard.
feel
man.
free to answer the question though. It's
No,
not even
I have
like
no
aimed at you, but just that's just a
No, you're-
general.
I have no rebuttal to that, Matt. You're absolutely right. Hence why I tried to scoot away from like even asking that question in the first place. 'Cause you're right. That was his.
I know he's been objective
this
as well,
season.
so I know that's not. But that's why I'm saying, like, for all the Anthony Gordon, like, not fans, but people that think he's that much better than Diaz or he's better. If Gordon had like 3 seasons or something, or at least 2.5 at Newcastle, then we could even have a debate and say, like, oh, do you know what? Though, even though stylistically he's not better, but we can't lie about it. If he's getting that much production, and even though we can always factor in about who he's playing against, but if he's scoring against the big 6 sides and he's done it for maybe 2.5 years, then I think we can have a conversation. He's had 1 season. And no one's going to know how good he is next season if he has the same impact, because people also understand how to play against him as well. The way how Newcastle are maybe playing, maybe people understand their play a bit more. I don't know. Or he could go on and be even better. Who knows? But I just don't think we can say that right now. I'm not saying that right now. I still think Diaz is better than Gordon. It's just that Gordon had a better season.
Yeah, dude. So if I was to say, boys, this is the player we are going to get, like Edwards is decided, Hughes is decided, what's the maximum you'd want to pay realistically?
I don't want him.
I know. What's the maximum you'd pay realistically if those
if we had
free transfer, that's it.
That ain't never gonna happen.
All right.
That's
If Liverpool
out.
really
That's
wanted
it.
Anthony Gordon, which it seems like they do, but let's just say hypothetically that the club were trying to sign him. I know Newcastle are going to try and be stupid after this whole fiasco. If Liverpool can get Anthony Gordon for about 60 mil, I think that price is kind of fair. I think anything above that is just stupidity. I mean, I think I wouldn't even pay 60 for him because actually I nearly said a name there, but you want to say that for another part of the show. But
No,
yeah.
don't. I've got another name.
Inaki Williams.
Nico Williams.
That's his older brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nico Williams is, I think it's 50 million euros release clause.
Yeah,
It's
he's on, by his salary is way higher than Gordon.
Bro, when you go to England, there are other things factored in. I'm telling you, you think you wouldn't want to go to play in a
250. He's on 250.
Bro, Thiago, and I know this is completely different.
He'd be our second highest player right now, bro.
Hear what I'm saying? Thiago, when he was at Bayern, if I'm not mistaken, took a pay cut to go to Liverpool. And I know they did parts of their careers. I fully understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you have a love for the club, sometimes he might say, I might take a little bit less money now, and then we can talk about an extension or whatever, depending on how well I do. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He's one player.
Okay. All right. So Nico Williams' stats last season were 5 goals, 11 assists.
Yeah, and he's playing for Atletico Bilbao, bro.
Athletic Bilbao pretty much level with Newcastle.
All right then, but what's he doing at the Euros right now?
No, he's doing well at the Euros, but Gordon hasn't even had a chance. And let's be honest,
I understand that. What I'm saying is though, sometimes though, with certain players, you can just see straight away that he's a baller. Like, all right then, we knew from ages ago, Gavi and Pedri were like magicians, so to speak, and they're always gonna be good players. Sometimes you get to spot a talent like straight away. Like even Yamal, Drift, when we're speaking on your channel about Yamal, I literally said, or someone said it first. Big up the person who said it. Who said it, Drift? Because I want to give them credit. Who said it about Yamal? It might have been Yards.
What did they say?
I think Yards was like, Yamal might be one of the best wingers in the world already.
Oh yeah, I think it was Yard. No, he said he is the best winger in the world.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't go that far, but I say he's one of the best. I said he's definitely one of the best wingers in it. He's one of the best wingers in the world, and he's only 16 years old.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know.
I wonder if Barcelona are going to keep him or cash in.
They'll keep him. He'll be the new face.
He'll be the.
If PSG or someone are willing to pay 200 mil with their money problems, you never know.
No, but I think I don't know whether they put the clause in yet. Because Barcelona have this thing now where they put $1 billion.
Oh, it's £1 billion buy clause.
Yeah. So I don't think they can get him.
Drift, let me ask you a question. Both of you, one word answer. Nico Williams or Gordon? Who's better?
Nico Williams.
Oh, Williams all day long.
Based on what though?
Based on the eye test, bro. Just based purely on the ability of the player.
Nico Williams can play in a Spanish footballing team with tactical intelligence. I no disrespect when I say this, by the way. Your IQ to play in Spain.
I actually think Gordon could do the same. I'm not even playing devil's
advocate. No. But here I'm here what I'm gonna say. You see, Spanish football, has been known for many, many years to have issues. Yeah. Imagine you've got 2 black players that have made it to the Spanish team, and they're doing a mazza. For you to be picked for Spain and to be a black man, me personally saying this, I think that is something like incredible. And not only that, they're not just there for the numbers; they're there because they are quality, bro.
I don't think it's that groundbreaking though. Senna did it before them.
Yeah, but I didn't want to go down this route, but not to be disrespectful, Senna was like look what Senna was doing and look what these men are doing, if that makes sense.
Bro, Senna was a baller.
No, Senna was cold, but Senna was never the face of Spain, bro.
No, that's because that was the era of David Villa and Torres in there.
Bro, Senna was basically what Owen Hargreaves was for England. Very, very key, important. Very, very key and important.
No,
but never the face of it. But quality player, though.
Yeah, but it was impossible for him to be the face because they had so many phenomenal players at the time.
No, I understand it, but what I'm saying is Yamal and Inaki are obviously you got Rodri, and obviously you still got others, but they are kind of like the new faces of Spain, bro.
No, I hear that, but
and the level that they're playing at right now in Spanish football, the way how they play football is so different to England, bro. We know this already. Pace and power, all that stuff, being direct, bro. The style of football that they're able to play with these players, like Rodri and them, man, trust them. They are the X factors for Spain. If Spain do anything, it'll be because of those 2 wingers. If those 2 wingers are not there, Spain can't win the Euros. England, in my opinion, as bad as England are, and England are being trashed right now, England can still win the Euros without Anthony Gordon stepping onto the pitch. That's the difference.
Yeah, but that's because I think England have got more depth and quality on the wings.
No, but name me a better. No. What I'm saying is Yamal and Nico are 2 X factor players that are literally not carrying Spain, but are a major factor. England don't have that, in my opinion. They don't have it. Even if Anthony Gordon, and I know it's hard to say because he hasn't played, I just don't see Anthony Gordon having that effect. Maybe even the system probably doesn't even help him either. But I'm just saying, bro, I think there's levels to this, man. I really do. And this is no shade Anthony Gordon, by the way. I'm just saying these men are a bit techier than him. They are techier than him, bro. I think they understand the game maybe a bit better.
No, but
I
I'm
don't
not.
know.
I can't compare him to Yamal because Yamal plays predominantly on the right and he's left-footed. Gordon, for me, Gordon and Williams is a fair comparison. I don't think we can sit here and categorically say Williams is that much better than Gordon if he is better.
Shall I just pull the band-aid off? I'm not pointing fingers at anyone when I say this. I'm just speaking in generalities. It's too much keyboard football shit. Stats are good. Look at the stats. Like anybody who watches football should want to be entertained as well as win. Like we're getting so caught up on statistics now that like nothing else matters. What happened to the enjoyment of the game? Like I don't want to watch Anthony Gordon play football, but I would definitely watch Nico Williams. The guy's a ball. He's skillful. He's techie. He knows what he's doing. He's intelligent. Like I don't just want a man who's just going to sprint down the wing in behind defenses and every now and again get a goal. I don't want to watch that shit. Like I don't. This is why we keep having conversations about certain things, and maybe I get lost in it because I'm not keeping up with the times or whatever you want to call
About
it.
the fun of people.
Luis Diaz is such a good footballer to watch. Yes, he ain't got all these stats and all that stuff like maybe some of the others, but he is a true footballer. I want to be entertained as well as win. I don't just want a bag of robots that just have this one way of playing, stick to it, and then just stat pad. Fuck that. I don't want these players at my club.
Do you not find goals entertaining, bro?
Well, it depends.
Depends on what?
What context? Obviously, if it means we can win the game, I enjoy it. But if you're talking about just basic goals, then you know what I mean? In the context of the game, it means we can win, and I enjoy it. But depends what way you're looking at it.
That is the only way to look at it for me.
If we're winning 4-0 and he scores a basic goal, I don't give a shit about his goal. And then it adds to his stats that he's going to think he's bad at the end of the season.
But we say this, but apart from Luis Diaz's dribbling, what else does he do that's brilliant on the eye? He doesn't cross very well. He doesn't pass very well. He doesn't finish very well.
Well, that's not all he does. He occupies defenders. He's a threat constantly. He keeps
but that's not entertainment. If we're talking about entertainment, what's the metric for entertainment? It's dribbling.
No, but the reason I said that's because we're comparing Nico to Gordon, and in that moment, there is absolutely no comparison as footballers. There's no comparison whatsoever.
There's no comparison though.
So you think that Gordon is even remotely close to as good technically and everything as Nico Williams?
Yeah, I do.
Bro,
but that's because I'm just not on a Nico Williams hype either, though.
That's mad still.
What's mad about it? I'm not even. You guys know I'm not even a Gordon guy, but what is mad about what I just said? I think Gordon's a better finisher.
Gordon is very basic, man.
Yeah, but we keep on saying he's very basic. Am I not right in saying the hardest thing in football is to put the ball in the back of the net?
Yeah, but I mean, he only has one season evidence of that in a team where. In a team where, to be fair, teams come out and play against that leave him loads of space in behind all the time.
You know, sometimes
but Nico Williams has no evidence of it.
No, I know, but I'm just saying personally, sometimes you can just spot the talent. You don't like, bro. It's like with Nico Williams, yeah. Obviously, there would have to be a debate in terms of who's better. But I'm just saying straight off the bat, like you can tell that my man's a baller. He can ball in it. He's techie, he's quick, he's got all the ingredients that you need to be a top professional at such a young age. And I remember the reason why I keep talking about his brother in Narkies, because I remember when the Narky was there and they kept on saying his brother was better. And I was waiting to see like how good his brother was going to be. Obviously, Nico. And I'm not going to lie to you, as things stand right now, there's a reason why Barcelona want to get him. And I know we could just say because he's 50 million years, whatever, but he is a talent, bro. He's playing for Spain already. Anthony Gordon. How old is Anthony Gordon, bro?
23.
And how old is Nico Williams?
Nico Williams
I think they're the same, mate.
21. About to be 22. He's literally going to be 22 in a few days.
And obviously, and I don't know the difference, but what I'm saying is Nico Williams, literally, like you said it, I think it was what is this, his first season in La Liga, is it? I don't even know.
No,
I genuinely don't even know.
No, it's not his first.
Must be a second now.
That's second, but what I'm saying is like this. Okay,
no,
maybe
he just finished his second proper season.
Yeah. So he's had his breakout season.
I mean, I'll be real with you. The season before, so in 21-22, he played 34 games and he registered 0 goals and 0 assists.
And what was the season after that?
The season after that was
I don't even know what we're about. Finish as well.
6-4 in 36, and then 5-11 in 31.
Okay, so we had that kind of that season. Where
0-0. If we I'm playing devil's advocate here. We spoke about Everton Gordon stats.
Yeah.
But Nico Williams getting 0-0 is horrendous. That's horrendous.
I understand that. No one said it wasn't horrendous.
Gordon had a season,
but he's younger than Gordon.
No, but 0-0 is horrendous.
You just said he's younger than Gordon. He's just so basically.
But he's playing in a better team, though.
I don't know, bro. I mean,
if you said that was 3 years ago, Kyle, he would have been like 18 then.
He's a youth, man.
Athletic Bilbao or Everton, guys, 0-0. 34 games.
When you say,
but he would have been like 18, bro. If you said that was 3 years ago,
he's still bad. But here's the thing, though. Like, I get it, like the stats thing, but this is where
does anybody actually believe that Andy Gordon is nice on the eye? Pause. Like, does anybody actually watch him and think like he's good
but what
to
Kyle's
watch?
trying to say, that shouldn't matter. And
no, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm just saying I don't understand why that's the biggest metric. For me, winning is the biggest metric. So
winning is the biggest metric. But I'm saying, who do you think will be more successful at Liverpool?
Nico Williams and Gordon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh boy.
You really rate Gordon high.
Outnumbered, you know.
No, I just
you rate Gordon high.
Like heavily outnumbered.
Not even. I just don't get hype with Nico Williams. I think Nico Williams is is good, but I think the hype he's getting is crazy. And I think is the downplaying of Gordon, I think is crazy. I think they're both good players.
How can you say he's getting all right? So someone's getting hype, they must be getting hype for a reason. But he's getting hype because he's doing well at the Euros.
Yeah, and how many players have we seen do well at?
But hold on a minute, but no one's even sat here and said like he's better than Yamal, bro. Yamal has been getting all the credit. Not Nico Williams, obviously getting some credit. Or don't get twisted, but Yamal. Everyone's talking about Yamal, bro, being 16.
But yeah, exactly. Because he's at his age, he's playing in the Euros. That's insane.
So what I'm trying to say is that I don't think what people are saying about about saying Nike again, Nico Williams is wrong, bro. He's what is he 21, 22, like you said, yeah, 22. and he's having a good Euros, bro. Yeah, but if Spain win this thing, it'll be because of the wingers.
No, I hear that, but
because Alvaro Morata ain't doing nothing.
No, of course we know that, but the Euros is a small thing in comparison to the context of football. If we're going to be honest, hold on, wait a second. Are we? We're all in agreement. Mbappe's stinking the Euros at the moment, right? He's stinky at the Euros.
Yeah, but
but he's still the best left winger in the world, right?
But that's almost like saying, so if someone does well in the tournament, you can't give them praise and credit.
No, I'm just saying you can't,
because another player is supposed to be better. Is having a come on, bro. We've got to make this is how the metric is, in my opinion. If there's a tournament and you're doing well, people should look upon you and think he's having a good tournament, he's playing well. And obviously people are going to look at what you've done previously. No, and people are going to look at what you've done previously. And I get it, it's a tournament, but I don't think he's been overhyped, bro. And I don't think people are downplaying Gordon. Here's the thing. Gordon has had a very, very good season. But like I've been saying, that could be the one season where he just has that breakout season and just doesn't go from there. Because prior to that, he didn't do anything. You get what I'm trying to say? His numbers, like you said, are very similar to Nico. But Nico's only it's only his third season now, I think you said. Because he had the 0. Yeah. So I don't know. It just depends what you think will be the better talent for Liverpool. Who do you think will be more successful for Liverpool? Like, who do you think will be better?
Can I ask you both a question? Do you think Gakpo is very pretty on the eye?
It depends which way you look at it, because sometimes he struggles, but when he's on his game, he does look really good.
No, but that's not a question though. Like when you're saying someone pretty on the eye, you're not just going to think just only use their best moments. You have to look at the overall. Is he pretty on the eye? Overall. I wouldn't say he's that pretty on the eye.
Yeah, but he's
effective.
Good. He's better than Gordon in terms
of.
No,
forget about whether he's better than Gordon or not, but he's effective, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't care about whether someone looks like Neymar, like on the ball, like aesthetically, in terms of like how they carry the ball. That's not what it's about. Obviously, it could be a factor, maybe why.
I care about that to a degree.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. I don't. For me, that's not a major factor. Like a major factor. What I'm saying is, the way how the two players use their pace, in my opinion, I think maybe Inaki might be able to use it a bit better.
Nico, bro. Nico.
Oh my days, I
I'm not
said it
gonna lie, this
again.
is
Yeah,
bordering on racism, Matt, bro.
bro, it's his brother. His brother was his brother bought the path for him. You get what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I just think to myself, if Anthony Gordon is the winger to replace Diaz, remember, because we got Cody Gakpo already.
Matt, remember, I'm not saying I want him to replace him. I'm just saying,
No, I know
are
you're
we
not.
downplaying
Yeah.
him as a? Are we
No,
downplaying him?
What I'm
as a
saying
player?
is, for Liverpool to get left winger anyway, I think Diaz would have to go. I think that's the only way we get left winger, right?
Yeah, I agree.
And it does look like Liverpool, it would seem, have Gordon high up on their list. What I'm saying is this. Like you would say, Carl, that signing would not move me in the slightest. In the slightest, bro. Man
No,
got used to Sadio Mane. Yeah, Mane.
But we're never gonna get a Mane again, no, man.
Bro, I understand that. But people, okay, we never got another John Barnes. We never got another Owen or Fowler, but you can still go and get top players. This is the problem. I understand the homegrown thing. I fully hear you. But we're still Liverpool. We can still go and get like amazing players, you know. But it depends what the recruitment team want to do. This is the thing, and that's where I think Drift will go into his villain art, because Drift will obviously talk about the recruitment team and what they're looking for, and in terms of like these are the type of players that Liverpool want to bring in, and that's when I'd have to be like, yeah, do you know what? It's not looking good right now, bro. It's not looking good.
First two signings, Adrian, Anthony Gordon. The fuck out of here, man. What are we doing?
I mean, Adrian
What
is
we doing?
leaving.
Yeah, but they tried to sign him. So what are we
Yeah,
doing?
but we can't count that. But what I'm saying is, let's say for example it was Anthony
We're still
Gordon.
gonna be their first signing, bro.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. Anthony Gordon and someone else that I'll just be sitting there like, nah, man, this ain't it, bro.
Does you still think he's Bournemouth?
But yeah, I just think there's so many left wingers that, like, bro, imagine if we actually ended up paying 80 million for Anthony Gordon. I think I'll call it a day. Why 80 million for Anthony Gordon?
I'm gonna say something now.
Put another 10 on there and go and get Rodrigo or something. That don't make no sense, bro.
Another 10, bro. I had another 40 for Rodrigo, bro.
Bro, you could probably no, because people like to, bro. You see Real Madrid, yeah?
They are not selling for 90.
Here what I'm gonna say. We could probably go and get a Rodrigo for about 90, just above 90, bro. But I'd rather spend 10 to 20 million more and get Rodrigo than spend, and that's nothing against Anthony Gordon. It's just more. I think Rodrigo's a better player. Full stop. He's got nothing to do.
Go for 90 mil, bro. You know
bro,
how many years that brother probably got left on his contract?
Bro, we don't think Real Madrid need to make up. They gotta make it out like they're complying.
No, they don't, bro. They'll make that back, bro. They'll make that back from Mbappe shirt sales, bro.
Yeah, if they were sponsored by Nike, they're sponsored by Adidas, bro.
That doesn't mean a damn thing, Matt. You know this, bruv.
It does. It does.
This is Kopi's biggest, bro.
I'm just letting you know, fam. I'm just letting you know. Remember, you heard it here first.
All right. I'm going to say something. I know it's not going to go down well. I don't want Gordon. He's not even in my top 10 for left wingers who I want. But if he was to come to Liverpool, I actually think he'd do a way better job than we think, you know.
I really
want
to find out.
Me neither, but I genuinely think he would.
I think
our standards are on the floor with our first signing is Anthony Gordon.
Anthony Gordon, bro.
I'm sorry, our standards are on the floor.
Man went from Mane to Diaz to Gordon. Drop me out of that, bro.
Drop me the fuck out, bro.
I hear it.
I mean, if you don't get me wrong, one thing I will say, I'm Liverpool over any player in it. So begrudgingly, whoever wears that shirt, I'm going to support them. But I just know we would have made a mistake. If it's not a mistake and he does absolute madness, then I'll sit there and go, do you know what? I was wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. But I just feel like on this one here, if Anthony, all right, let me give you an example. If Anthony Gordon was like 30 mil, yeah, I'll be like, do you know what? if he's a squad, that might make sense. You know, he's a squad player. We're talking about a marquee signing. A marquee.
All right, let me ask you boys a question. I'm going to
What
go
we
left.
doing
wing.
here if he's a marquee signing, bro?
We talk about standards and stuff like that.
What?
Standards
about
are on
standards.
the floor.
Are our standards already not kind of on the floor with what we're settling with in the current squad?
Brother, who was that guy that got, you know, I'm about to say, you know,
Hold
you know,
on, man.
what time is it? Now I can say this. Who is that brother? Yeah. He was caught doing a madness in the public. Something Sinclair. What's his name? Is it Damien Sinclair?
But Trevor.
Is it Trevor Sinclair? No. This is not football related. Remember think about what I'm saying. There was a brother.
Oh, the New Year's Eve, brother.
Oh,
yeah.
Soler.
Dominic, was it Dominic? What's his name?
Yeah, Dominic Soler.
Is that what we're saying here? Well, our standards are just we've got no standards, bro. That's what we're doing here, bro.
That was wild still.
That's wild, isn't it? But we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that, bro.
Right, you brought man's name out in July, man. That's harsh, man.
Bro, someone says Dominic. They knew what time it is.
That is
Fam,
harsh,
we're not
bro.
Dominic, bro. Do you get what we're not Dominic, fam.
So what?
We're
All
not-
right. So let me ask you both a question. Diaz goes. What do you expect for Liverpool?
Man
What
said
would
he's
be
a
your
legend.
expectation? What would be your
No.
expectation, guys?
What's
If
that?
Diaz goes tomorrow, what would be your expectation for a left winger? Right, you lot are cold.
Nah, the naan bread is crazy, bro.
Man could have just get a room or wait till he got home. Man,
I know.
Man couldn't wait. Man said, leave the club. You can't wait. Didn't even stop man to get no food, no nothing. Man
He
just
he
sit.
did get food.
Yeah, he
man.
did technically eat, to be fair.
He got cake, innit?
Ah.
Left winger, guys.
Oh,
What
man.
would be your standards? What's your standards for a left winger?
Standards. What do you mean when you
Yeah.
say that? You took in like the names or
No, like, because all right, I'll ask you in a different way. Is Cody Gakpo or Luis Diaz top 10 left wingers in world football?
Who, sorry?
Cody Gakpo or Luis Diaz, are they top 10
top
left
10
wingers in world
world
football?
Yeah. I can't think of 10 left wingers. better than Diaz.
They might get in there actually.
If
they
you
might-
can name them, then maybe I'll change my opinion. But I can't think of 10.
All right, I'll start. Mbappe?
Yeah.
He's no longer one anyway. He's playing number 9 for Real Madrid.
No,
now,
he's
but
still
anyway,
left
go on.
wing. Cava?
I think that's debatable, but go on.
Oh, no way. Rafael
You
Leao?
really rate.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys,
I'll
serious?
give you Leao.
Yeah.
I'll give you Leao.
Yeah.
Vinny,
Go.
Rodrigo?
Yeah. Even though
I mean,
Rodrigo's a
Rodrigo
right
doesn't
winger,
play left
but
wing, but
still,
all right.
I said he's a natural left winger, so I can't. Yes, that's
He
5.
hasn't played left wing for how long?
Drift.
That's 5.
This is
No,
what I'm
let
saying.
him go. No,
You're
Drift,
letting
let
your
him
bias
go.
get ahead of you here.
Go
Have
on,
it then,
go
then
on.
have it
I
then.
don't know about Krav.
No,
Anyway.
Kvaratskhelia is not above Diaz. Not right now.
I don't
Not
think
right
Krav is better than
What?
Gakpo. I don't
No,
think
man.
Krav is better than Gakpo.
No, not right now, bro. Not after the season he just came off. He's having
I
a
think
good
he gets
Euros, but not
bullied.
after the
I
season.
think he gets
just
bullied
came
in the
off.
Prem. All jokes. I think he suits slower, like you see international football. I
Gakpo
think he
gets
suits
bullied
him.
in the Prem.
Not really, not all the time. I think he used to get bullied a lot. Used to as
I'm
the
talking
false
about
9.
Diaz, by the way.
Come on, bro, as a winger.
I said Diaz and Gakpo.
No.
But I'm just talking about Diaz because I don't. It's too hard. It's too difficult to
Come
talk
on,
about
man.
two at the same time. So I'm going to.
Kravis
talk
had
about
one
Diaz.
standout season, and people are getting gassed.
Don't get
bro.
me wrong. I would take Kraver
Come
at
on.
Liverpool, Cal. I think he's a great player. I'll take him over Anthony Gordon or whatever. But to say he's better than Diaz, I'm not sure about that.
I'm
sure
not saying not Diaz. I'm saying Gakpo.
Oh well, whichever way. I'm not saying he's better than. I'm not saying he's better. Than
I'll
Diaz.
give it to you. That's 5. Go on. We need more.
Musiala.
He's not a winger, bro.
He's not a
That's
left
10.
winger, bro.
We can't do this hybrid thing. We've got left
Because
wingers.
you've already
left
Peter
winger.
putting Rodrigo on the left when he plays on the right for Real Madrid.
We can't put
Rodrigo's a
10s.
left winger though. Left wing. He's actually a left winger.
No, I've
When was
given
the
you
last time he
Rodrigo.
played left wing
No.
though?
I've
fam?
given you Rodrigo, but we're not going to
It's like putting Ivanovic
him.
a centre back when he's just had
We
2-3
need
years as a
natural
right back.
left
It's
wingers,
like he's a
fam.
right back now.
So there's
fam.
no Eze. That's what I'm saying. No Eze, no, because they're not wingers. I want wingers.
So would you have Nico ahead of any of them?
No, he's not better than
Nico's
right now.
not better than Diaz.
I don't,
no.
Not right now. No, not right now. Potential.
He's got
I'm not
potential,
gonna
yeah,
lie.
but
I
he's
think,
not
I
better
think
than
there's a
Diaz
heavy
right now.
bias here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're out. You
Not
know,
at all, bruv.
we
And you've
just
only
said
named 5 so
you've
far,
given
Cal.
5.
No, because you keep on batting away the ones I'm naming
No,
and
what I'm
putting
saying
a
is we
caveat.
can't use 10s as wingers because you said left wingers. And I've given you Rodrigo because I've actually said on record, Rodrigo is naturally a left winger that has to play on the right. So that's what I'm saying. I hear you on that one. But we can't keep doing the
Mitoma.
10.
Matoma.
Oh, I don't know. Matoma's had what?
No,
One.
Matoma's not better than
He's,
Diaz.
nah, probably
Hold on,
not.
what's
No.
going on with this Diaz disrespect here? We're
He's not better
naming
than Gakpo.
randoms now.
You think Matoma's better than Gakpo?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
You think
As a wing-
Matoma's
as-
better than Gakpo?
Bruh,
as a winger, yeah.
that's nuts.
As an overall footballer, no. As a winger, yeah, absolutely, I do.
But I think Matoma is good, but
As
I
a
don't think
winger,
he's
he's
better
better
than-
than Gakpo as a winger. Are we forgetting what Matoma was doing before his injury, guys? Are you joking here?
One
Bruv,
season.
As a winger, I'm
No.
not saying as a footballer. As a winger, he's better than Gakpo and Diaz.
bruv, he's all right. He's better aesthetically, and he's a better dribbler. What else is he better at?
Finishing.
He's not a better finisher than Gakpo. Get out of it.
Maybe not Gakpo, definitely than Diaz.
Oh, I'm talking about Gakpo. Just talk about
I'm
Diaz.
talking about both. I've been talking
We're having
about both.
two
the
different
whole
conversations. We're having two different conversations.
This is wild. The things people are putting in the chat is wild for me. Like Doku,
I don't rate
Grealish.
Kopish,
These guys are not better wingers than Diaz. Come on, man. What are we doing?
They're not even better than Gakpo. I think the slander Gakpo gets is
Kingsley
crazy.
Coman. You don't think Coman's better than Diaz or Gakpo?
No.
Kingsley
He's a good player.
Coman,
He's
are
a
we
good
joking?
player, but I don't think he's better.
He's
no.
inconsistent, though, you know, bro. I'll be real with you.
Oh,
He's
what?
the
Diaz and Gakpo with the model consistency.
No, I'm not saying that, bro. But if you're
No, that
comparing-
depends it depends what you mean by that, because goal scoring wise, maybe not. But Diaz is always giving you good games. Like
No, he doesn't,
Diaz doesn't have like crap games. He might just have
Yes,
like
he
a 6 or
does.
Coman is
6.5.
mad
But
inconsistent.
he doesn't have
bro.
crap games.
I
People
think-
will
I
call it a crap game because he didn't score or assist. But if you actually check the metrics of his overall game, his pressing, his running, his tackling, and all that stuff, he never has a crap game. He always gives 100%.
Coman's good.
He always
Don't-
comes out of the
here's the
game
thing, Coman on his
after
day
working hard.
can be
Like,
thing, but
it
have
depends
his
what
day
we're
alone.
talking about
I'm
here.
stunned right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'll give you someone says Sane. I'll give you Sane.
But when was the last time Sane played left?
But Sane hasn't been consistent though. Like,
Neither
mean, neither
has
the guys that were-
Diaz or Gakpo.
but what's so crazy is they probably both had better seasons than Sane last year. How about that?
No, they didn't.
Excuse me?
No, they didn't.
Did you see what Leroy Sane done last year in the Bundesliga?
He was better
wasn't
than them last season.
He had a great start, if I'm not mistaken. Then he kind of just fell off, bro.
He was still better than them last season. Are we really going to sit here and say that Gakpo and Diaz had good seasons last season?
Plus, I think Sane played on the right, but that's a technicality. But because you did
I
say
think
left
Diaz had a
wingers,
good season.
You
He wasn't
said left wingers. The
sensational or
whole
anything
point
like
was
that, but
left
he had a
wingers.
good season.
you said
He's
left
had-
wingers.
he
though.
had a-
Considering
he
what
had
he
an
went
average-
through.
Diaz had an average season last season. Some of it
Nah.
was out of his hands. Some of it was out of his hands, admittedly.
Considering everything that he went through or whatever, Diaz had a good season.
So what would you give
I
him?
ain't
out of
swapping
10?
Diaz for none of these guys personally, but
So
each
you
to
wouldn't
their
swap Diaz for any left winger in world football?
No, I
No,
would.
any of these players that we're
I
being
would.
linked with.
I would. And so with Gakpo, but they've got to be of serious quality.
Yeah,
But the
it
fact
has
of that
to be.
where-
It has to
but-
be like
But to your point, Cal, in my opinion, you were struggling to name 10 left wingers or 8. Yeah,
No,
or
'cause
10.
you
Yeah.
guys were just shutting down the ones I was
Nah,
naming.
bruv, because you're trying to do some hybrid thing.
yeah.
with the
You
10,
said to me all the time,
you're
Cal,
gonna
that
try and put
Eze's a 10,
Musiala
not a
there.
winger, and things
That's
like
cheeky.
that. Like, yeah,
but
that
he
was.
plays
Musiala
there, he plays
in
there though, right?
But Musiala is
You
plays
said, hold on,
normally
Biff,
the
you
10.
said if we signed Eze, you'd want him to play left wing.
Yeah, but you shut me down immediately.
Yeah,
Like you
but
literally told me that no, he's a 10, he's a 10. We
That
can't
doesn't
buy
mean
him
he's
as a
not
winger.
better in the position than other players, though.
No, but we're talking about left wingers specifically. If you're going to talk about that, then you could talk about maybe a right winger who can play left wing and things like that. But if we're just talking about strictly left wingers, then Eze is a bit of a cheat to include him. Musiala as well. Musiala might be able to play there, but he's not a left winger. That's a bit of a cheat to do that. Like,
Plays there for Germany.
no, I don't, bro. He plays in the 10, bro. They play 2 10s behind the forward. They don't play wide. They play
left wing for Germany. Sane on the
Bro.
right. Bro, he
Bro,
played left wing the last
they
game.
play 2 10s behind the striker. Bro.
I would say
they're not wingers.
I would say no. I would say Musiala and Wirtz kind of play, in my opinion, just play as they're a bit more narrow. They float a lot. They float and get involved in the game. Yeah, they drift to because what's so mad is Wirtz. I never really see Wirtz on the right. He actually plays like 1-2s with flipping Musiala and that. They got the 10 link up thing on. You know what I'm saying? This ain't to debunk your thing. This is just how I see Germany don't really play wingers, bro.
He literally played wing in the last game.
No, but
no,
it's not wing. It's not left wing.
They're not
in the way
wingers,
that
bro. Like,
I
think of Yamar and think of Williams. They are what you would say wingers, because more time or not they're on the touchline.
Plus, by that metric,
off to get involved
for
in the
Colombia
game.
plays as a false 9.
But Diaz is everything for Colombia, bro. I'll be honest.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, let's stick to club football to be fair, because international football gets a bit techie like that, innit? Like club football, Musiala ain't playing left wing.
So am I right in saying that you don't believe we can upgrade on Gakpo or Diaz unless it's Rodrigo, Cava? Not even Cava, you're saying Rodrigo or just Rodrigo?
If we bought, that's what
you guys are saying to me. No, literally, that's what you guys are saying to me. Unless it's Rodrigo, we can't upgrade on.
I'd be very disappointed if we got rid of Diaz for Kvaratskhelia, because I don't think it's an upgrade. But I like Kvaratskhelia, and I think it'd be good for Liverpool. So that wouldn't be. I wouldn't be like, I can't believe we've done it. I'd be like, let's go then. Kvaratskhelia is a good player. I wouldn't be angry about that. Nico Williams, I don't think he's an upgrade, but I won't be angry about it. I'd be like, okay, cool.
You think there's potential there, innit? You'd be going, all right.
Yeah, I'd be like, all right, cool.
Has a good season. Hopefully Nico, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but some of the other people, especially Gordon.
Sorry, no, we're saying Cava had a bad season last season, yeah? But he got 11.
It was nowhere near.
No, I've got to be real with you. I've got to pick a bone with you. Would you really want to sign Matoma?
If it was either Matoma, Diaz, or Gakpo, I'm signing Matoma. If they all stay fit, I'm signing Matoma. 100%.
I'm surprised at that, Marcel.
I'm kind of shocked, you know. I think Matoma is good, but no, what it is. But I don't think it's a level above. What
was in that fly spray?
No. Shall I just be real with you?
Kerosene or something.
You see the whole.
Man's high on Claritin right now.
You see the whole doing flicks and flicks. You see the whole flicks.
Hey, the tablets are mixing with the fly spray. And Cal's on a madness right now.
You see the whole flick. You see the whole flicks and trick stuff for me, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about if the ball's not going in the box or something's not coming good from it. Whenever you watch Luis Diaz highlights and they show those little clips where he's dubbing up three players,
I know.
What happens next? The clip cuts. When the ball
not all the time. No. Don't be disingenuous.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
I know what you mean.
On a rule, name me a time.
I'll get a copyright strike to show some Diaz highlights, you know.
No, but name me a time where Diaz has dubbed up players and then something's come of it.
FA Cup against Reece James, flicked it over his head, done the no-look pass to Mane. Mane crosses it back, and I think we got the shot off.
Nothing came of it.
Yeah, I think we got the shot off, bro.
No, we didn't. Nothing came of it.
I think we did.
How much you want to bet?
Well, you're gonna bring out the clip. Go on, show me the clip, man. Where's the clip? Because we're just going off.
But I'm saying, do you want to go against me when it comes to the memory?
We got to trust you when you're in your element right now, yeah.
I don't get much of these wrong, bro.
Well, remember we've had a few debates recently, and I was like, "How? I think you're wrong," and you're like, "No, you're not," and then it was proved that I was right.
One, bro. It was one.
I'm just saying, I'm the one in it. So did we not get a shot off on target? Did we get shot off?
Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Danny. Palace goal. That was the beginning of the 22-23 season.
But I think what you're doing here, Cal, you're trying to say, and I get it, you're trying to say like you don't really care for the showboating unless it leads to something, and I understand that. But I'm not. Obviously, showboating for me is, I really appreciate the showboating, right? But for me, like you said, it's not the be all and end all. But if you can do it, I really appreciate it. It just shows how technical you are.
I don't care.
But I don't think. But the only time I got really annoyed with Diaz. All right. So do you remember when I was more annoyed than both of you against Man United when Luis Diaz started doing kick-ups in the corner? Do you remember when he got?
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing crazy. The ball. There was a long ball played over. Diaz was running and he just started doing. And I said, "What?" I said, "What is it?" Remember, I went mad. And you know, like, just calm down. And I was like, "No, I don't like that." So yeah,
let me give you an example.
you have to respect my opinion if I'm saying that, because remember, I went mad on that stream. Do you remember?
Do you remember the 1-0 game against Tottenham when we was chasing the quad?
Yeah.
When we drew 1-1 and Diaz got the equalizer. You see that little bit of X factorness that Diaz had to use within himself to score that goal. Like he had to beat the player and score the goal on his own, basically. Those are the type of things.
The goal was deflected.
Those are the but I'm talking about just generally speaking, being able to use his skills to break down a low block and get a shot off after they were defending well against
He didn't do anything special.
He did a step over and then he shimmied to the side to take the player up, to take the ball away from the goal.
I don't think he did. I think he dropped his shoulder.
I just watched it. Anyway, the point I'm making is those little things there are things that I like a player being capable of by having what Matt was just saying, having the tech. I would prefer to have a player who's got the technical ability and then you can coach him into thinking, bro, let's not use it all the time. Let's use it here. Let's use it here. But he's got the tools there already. I'd rather a player like that.
He's 28 and he ain't changed.
No, but it's all about coaching, because he did change under Liverpool, under Klopp. From when he came in and he was a marauding winger, you saw.
Is he 27?
He's 28, I believe.
You saw Klopp.
Is he 27?
Things into
Let's see how good Cal's memory is. I'm saying he's 27. Cal thinks he's 28.
Oh, you're right. 27.
What? What?
I'm never gonna hear the end of this now. Bloody hell.
See? I told you, people. Even a computer can malfunction, you know. You guys what I say?
I'm forget his age. I'm just saying that little bit of X factorness that Diaz has. I like a player who, maybe he can be frustrating, but he's got that inner talent that you can then coach into something you need. I watched Klopp actually kind of almost coach it out of him a little bit and get him to be more of a pressing monster and doing other things and not giving him freedom. And that might have been why his game changed and he wasn't as effective, because he was coming off the back of 19 goals the prior season before we bought him. And then the first half of the season we had him before the injury, he was cooking the shit out of the league. So, like, you got the injury, and I think there's circumstances around the way Klopp was coaching him. Klopp didn't really give many players in our team freedom to do different things like that. So for me, I think when you got a player like Diaz, you can be like, all right, bro, you've got the tech already. Here's what I prefer you did with it. I'd rather that than a player who's kind of like effective, so to speak, but they're very one-dimensional and they've just got this one way that they can do something. And if you ask them to do something else, they really don't know how to adapt. That's why I prefer players like Diaz.
What's the point of trying something else if the one way works?
Because, for example, if you're playing against a low block and your only skill is really running in behind the defense, once that stops, you start realizing, oh shit, how's this guy going to affect the game? I think,
now? Like, even that's disingenuous. His only skill is at running down, like sprinting against the defense.
No,
he can actually cut in and go and take byline. I don't think Diaz go byline.
It's his main.
I'll be honest. Diaz, if anything, Diaz is more one-dimensional than Anthony Gordon. If anything,
no way.
When Diaz gets the ball, what do we expect him to do? Cut in, right?
Diaz goes to the byline a lot.
No, he don't.
Yes, he does.
Man
no,
said
he
he's
doesn't.
But once he gets to the byline, he takes it past his man and cuts it back. He doesn't.
All right,
cross
I'm going to change the
agree
narrative here. I know what Carl's trying to do, but I'm not going to let him do it. All right, it's playing style. All right, you know when we say about Football Manager, like I would say Luis Diaz, like was it you say cut inside often? It's his playing style. But to say he's one-dimensional is a bit unfair, because when he plays for Colombia, he does everything because he's able to showcase. He's given more freedom, but in the role that he's asked to do for Liverpool, I would say that he probably drifts in often. That's what I would say. I wouldn't say he's a more restricted footballer than Gordon. He's less restricted. What's that, sorry?
So hold on a minute. So especially the people in the chat, we don't see Diaz get to the byline and take a player run and cut the ball back. We don't. He doesn't do that. No,
not often. No.
He does. I wouldn't say does it enough. I would say
He definitely
I
does
say
it
Gakpo
enough
does
for
a little
people
bit
to
more.
not
Actually,
act
no.
like he
Gakpo
doesn't
and him
do
are
it.
kind of the same at times. It depends. No. Sorry, Gakpo does the cross thing more than
Getting to the
Diaz.
byline doesn't mean that
We're
you have to
cutting on
cross
his
the
favorite
ball.
foot and then put the dink in at the back post. That's what Gakpo
Getting to the
does.
byline means that you can take the ball left or right. And if anybody's going to tell me Diaz can't go left or right, then there's actually like some kind of like disingenuous shit going on here, because Diaz can definitely go both ways. Nobody could tell me he's one-dimensional. He can only go on his right foot and that's it.
But he doesn't know. That's the problem.
He does, bro. Does he favor his right? All players favor their right if they're right-footed. All players favor left if they're left-footed. But Diaz is not someone you can put in a box. Diaz is not one of them players where the manager can go, I just keep him on his right and he's done. Diaz is not one of those players at all. No way. If you block off the angle to his right foot, he can easily take it on his left. I don't know. This is crazy. Diaz is one-dimensional. All right. I don't know, man.
I'll be real, Drift, because he plays for Liverpool and he's a player that you really like. I think you overrate him.
Someone just says that
because I rated Diaz
do you
before
agree
Liverpool.
with this, Carl? Oh no. Do you agree with this? Because I think Matoma just drifts in.
No, he doesn't. He does both.
You're
Matoma's
telling me you see? Hold on. Wait. You're telling me Matoma will get to the byline and stand the ball up and cross it? He does never do that, bro.
Okay, I'll agree to disagree. For the sake of arguing, I agree.
Yeah. For the sake of arguing, even the manager, how he plays football, he's not about crossing the football like that. They want to work that. But that's one thing I'm saying about Matoma, and it's not me being disingenuous. Matoma, in my opinion, is the guy that drifts in. Don't get me wrong, he can still go left, but he's not going to put a cross in. That's what I'm trying to say. He's more, I'm going to try and cut inside and try and look for an opening, whether it's for a pass, in my opinion, or a shot. But yeah.
Who do you think's had better dribbling, Matoma or Diaz?
I think
they dribble in different ways. Matoma's more direct.
It's a simple question. If I was asking who's a better dribbler, Ronaldo or Messi, you'd both say Messi, right?
Yeah.
I think Diaz is a better dribbler, but Matoma's dribbling is more effective.
So that means Matoma's a better dribbler then?
Diaz take more risks, I think. Diaz take more risks.
Yeah, the point of dribbling is to get from A to B.
No, but if you're just asking who's the better dribbler, I'm also gonna add in the ability to be able to have skill and flair to beat players, etc., etc. And I think that Diaz is a better dribbler.
How often do we see Messi do step overs or?
All right, I'll be honest. All right. I thought about it now. Sorry, I have to have a little think.
Sorry, apart from R9.
Yeah, but that's the reason why I would always have said, you know, let's not.
No, but R9's a different.
No. Can I say this?
With or without?
I think Matoma has better ball retention. Yeah. But I think Diaz is actual better technical dribbler. The reason I say that is because of this. Think of the goal that Diaz scored what was that goal, Cal, where he took it past like three guys and banged it in the that type of goal there in the tight spaces, yeah. Because remember what Matoma likes to do, he tries to offset you with it just with his body movement. He's even, he's got that whole schooling and dribbling thing. That's what he does, isn't it? I think Matoma can keep the ball close to his foot. He's got better ball retention. But I think Diaz might be a better technical dribbler. Like, I think he might be better technically, in my opinion. They're both very close, but I was maybe slightly edgy to Diaz. But I get why you would say, at the same time, Matoma's more effective. Because his ball retention is insane. When he normally dribbles, the ball doesn't leave far from his foot. Whereas Diaz, there are times when he can be a bit sporadic with it, and he tries to do too much, and he can lose the ball, or it doesn't end in any end result, like what you're saying. The whole A
because
to B
Diaz is a street baller. That's why street ballers have that unpredictability about them.
I just think Diaz's ball retention at times could be better, but that's just his dribbling style. For example, I'm going to use this argument. Correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat as well. Ball retention, Hazard had better ball retention, than Neymar. But Neymar is, in my opinion, a better dribbler than Hazard. The difference is Hazard can protect the ball better because he's got better ball retention, and his playing style is very different. He will put his body in the way. Neymar never used to do that. Neymar literally could just use both feet and was more ambidextrous, and in my opinion, a more technical footballer and a technical dribbler. But Hazard's ball retention was better.
I think you've used a bad example there because Neymar's probably top 5 best dribblers we've ever seen.
No,
in the
but what
game.
I'm saying is Eden Hazard
No, but
in his prime.
I get Matt. I get what Matt's saying.
Yeah, Eden Hazard in his prime from A to B, bro. Do you know how well he could protect the ball? But I wouldn't say he was a better dribbler than Neymar. But his ball retention, yeah, at high speeds was insane. That's what I'm saying. But I still think Neymar is the better dribbler because Neymar was more ambidextrous, can use his left as well. When
I think about top level dribbling as well, I think about being able to change direction, and those are the things that I think makes Diaz better than someone like Matoma. Like I think Matoma's direct dribbling is brilliant. That's why I would say it's like a more effective style. But Diaz can just change direction in a heartbeat and send someone to the shops. And then, you know, like those are the type of things I include in dribbling. But if people think Matoma's better, then that's fair. But I don't.
Fair
and Andy
dude.
Gordon's dribbling is definitely not better than Diaz.
No, of course not. Definitely not.
But this is what I'm saying. He's the one that's looking out. We're upgrading it for those, and that's the scary part.
No, because it's not being a winger is not just about dribbling.
No, it's just one aspect. That's just an aspect.
No, but I think it's heavily part of being a good winger, though.
Not necessarily. Depends on the system.
I mean, yeah, obviously, because systems are taken over now, but dribbling is heavily part of being a good winger.
Being a winger, you got to be able to, like, and again, remember, Bernardo Silva is not aggressive with his take-ons, right? Bernardo Silva are kind of like, he'll look for 1-2s, or he'll just drop a shoulder to offset you and look for a pass. But he can still dribble the ball. His ball retention is insane. That's what I'm saying. People forget like what ball retention actually is. Like when Bernardo Silva dribbles with the football, the ball hardly leaves. There's hardly any space between his foot and the ball, bro. It's like it's stuck to his foot. That's what I'm saying. That's what Hazard was like. But Hazard had that burst of acceleration where he could just drive at people. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear it. So to end this segment, we're just saying, unless it's Rodrigo.
Yeah, we don't, bro. Get me Rodrigo. We could talk about
it. It's more down to if Diaz doesn't force a move, I would be very disappointed the club trying to actively get rid of him.
I don't think they would.
I think that Diaz is the player that we should just keep. And then maybe at the end of next season, we can have another assessment of what's going on and we could talk. But one more season for Diaz, in my opinion. New manager, new start. Hopefully no more madness. He had to get over the injury. He had to get over his parents' situation. He's had a lot of shit happen since he came to Liverpool. He's been at Liverpool 2.5 years, and about 20 months of those 2.5 years have either been him dealing with his parents or getting over 2 serious knee injuries. Like, let's give the guy a break as well. Like, there's context to be added to this. Do you get what I'm saying? That first 6 months of Diaz when he first came, I'm hoping that player's still there and it's still possible for him to get back to that. Because that first 6 months of Diaz, everybody said we had the best left winger in the world, or in the league at least. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously not the world. Because of Vinny and them, man.
Drift was saying that in the world, bro.
But in the Premier League, there were conversations about Diaz being the best left winger in the league.
He just entered one of the best
and then he's had these bad situations happen, and now all of a sudden he's like a donkey and he's dead food and he's this and he's all these things, and I'm just like, all right, cool. But let's give him one more season. In my opinion, I don't think there's any need to change right now. In 12 months' time, we can have another conversation, see what go on from there, in my opinion.
I'm going to say this and leave this here. You see the faith that Cal puts in all the youth players that are coming through, like Bradley, that's just arrived, and obviously you've got the 2 left backs as well. I wish Cal had the same faith in some of our players. I'll be honest with you. I'll leave it there.
Okay, man. I see you.
He's straight face, no blink.
You know, raw.
Yeah. I rate that.
Wow. Okay, Matt. Okay, cool.
I'm standing on business, bro.
Standing on it, bro. You're standing on it. We'll come back.
No, I'm joking. What I will say is this, though. To back up this kind of point, I'll just say this, all jokes aside, yeah. Even I've been guilty of it. I've gone on streams, multiple, and said things like, I think we can upgrade on Diaz, because I think if we can, but like we're having this conversation, it's got to be the right player. Because what I'm worried about that Liverpool might do, and you know, this is where I guess we're all concerned, is when you lose a player who might not be world class, but still international class and still of value, you don't want to bring in someone who you think might be better. You want to bring in someone who we all unanimously go, you just know he's better. So, for example, if Liverpool did, for whatever reason, just put in a bid for, say, I don't know, again, Rodrigo, I don't think we're all going to sit here and cry and go, I mean, don't get me wrong, it'll be like, oh, Diaz is leaving, and like just said, it hasn't happened for him, but we would also understand we're getting a quality player back. But if we start getting like Matomas and like, bruh, like, yeah, I wouldn't be happy. I'll be honest. That's my final say. All jokes aside, that's how I feel about it. We've got to get the right upgrade. We have to.
I agree. I agree with that. Help these supers. Jay says Kudos number versus Gordon is flirting versus harassment.
No, you can't do that, bro.
That's true. Jay also said, "Then how did he get that GA last year? He's grinded away, man.
He done well last year. He was one of the. If I'm being honest, production-wise, he's one of the best wingers in the league for production.
Plus, we all know flirting and harassment just depends how good looking you are. You could do the same shit.
Kai says that fly hella press resistant. That's our DM for real. He's dead now, Kai. He's done, bro. Jay Finn says, I would love Eze, but I'm not mad at getting Anthony. That's Anthony Gordon. But he's not my top 3 or 4 players. I see him more as a good squad player. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Eze over Gordon all day, every day.
BW says Fly made Cal say Happy New Year in July. Jay says Diaz had 1 season at Porto.
Remember, obviously he's referencing the Tyson Fury. Remember with the
I know.
With the Happy New Year.
With the boxing. Remember when Tyson says Happy New Year?
No. Yeah.
Man got hit in the head so hard. Man said Happy New Year, you know. That's
Jay's
crazy.
right. Diaz only had 1 good year at Porto, one great year at Porto.
Yeah, I've not spoke about this. Listen, when we
consistently cooking for Colombia, though.
His quality is not in. Like I said, I've always said this about Diaz. I've always been consistent.
So I'm surprised you've changed your tune today, man.
By the way, he hasn't only had 1 good season.
You're one of them, man, that flip-flops, isn't it? It's cool.
It was just statistically.
It's cool.
I get you back.
It's cool. It's 1-1. It's 1-1.
I know it's not over though, because I know you're gonna get something back on me.
No. But what I was gonna say is I understand me saying about his production isn't good enough, and that's the first thing I said about it, right? But then I've also got to factor in that, like, unless we go and improve on that with a player, like I said before, then you go and do that. But let's say, for example, his production is slightly better next year, but let's say he gets like 10 goals or something, or 12 goals in the league. Let's say he gets 12 goals in the league, and say he gets something like 7 assists, and then Gakpo's getting like kind of similar numbers. That's good for 2 left wingers, if that makes sense. That's good for 2 of them, innit? If they're able to get close to that. In the Prem, by the way. I'm talking about in the Prem. Yeah. But what I'm saying is I don't want us to upgrade for no reason. I know if Diaz forces his way out, we have an issue, innit? Because then it's like we have to get a left winger. But please, it has to be the right one.
I agree.
By the way, did Cal say he's nearly 28 when we had that joke conversation about his age earlier?
No, I said he's 27 and he checked and then he...
No, you know what Cal said? Oh, no, you're right. But did you say nearly 28?
No.
Oh, okay.
Birthday's not till January.
I was going to say that was definitely Cap.
No. I didn't do that.
Do you want? If we want to go by numbers, just quickly, do you want to know Diaz's numbers? Because it's basically 1 in 3 in terms of like goal contributions. Because he's a winger, right? So we're allowed to include assists for Diaz, right?
It's up. I mean, are we?
No, I'm just saying. Are we allowed to include them?
We're wingers.
I feel like we pick and choose the whole GA argument. I'm not gonna lie.
So no, because I'm just gonna add some context.
No, but a winger is not.
So in the Premier League, he's played 67 games. He's got 16 goals and 10 assists. So 26 goal contributions in 67 games. What's that like? One every three? Like a
Cousin,
goal
he's got how many
contribution
goals
every three.
in 67? Yeah, you got what? How many?
16 goals and 10 assists in 67 games. So it's a goal contribution
I'll be
every
honest. I thought he had
3
20 or
games.
something. Yeah.
Just
So that's
say
what,
what you
one
want
in-
to say,
one in
man.
every
It's
3
meaty.
games.
Just say it, man. It's meaty, bro.
No,
Just
I just
say
thought,
it, man.
no. It's
Say
not that.
what,
I just
say
said
what's on your
no,
mind, bro.
bro. No, what I'm saying is I thought it would be a bit better than that, but I don't know, man.
You've changed, man.
No, I'm just.
Before he came to Liverpool in Portugal, he played 77 games. He had 26 goals and 14 assists. So that's 40 goal contributions. So that's 1 every 2. So he had
I
a
can't
1
be
in
saying
2
that.
in Portugal, and he's got a
But
1
if
in
I
3.
do,
in
I'm damned if I don't. Why are you gonna put me on full screen? For?
No, because
Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? All right,
no,
cool.
no, Matt. Say
Answer
what's
the
on
question.
your mind.
Ask me a question. Ask
Do
me a
you think
question.
those stats are good?
If I'm being honest, those stats are very, very average. And that's me being honest. That's very average.
He's created 9 big chances in 3 seasons, or the 3 at the time he's been at Liverpool. 9 big chances.
In the league or no, that must be in the not in all
Whether it be in the
competitions.
league or all over, bro.
No, that doesn't sound right. That means it must be in the league. It can't be all competitions. That's insane. Are you sure?
I don't say these things for the sake of it, man.
How many of some of these other players we've been talking about got in terms of big
I think
chances?
Gordon
just to
got
add
16 big
context?
chances last season alone.
Hold on a minute. What? Diaz has only created 9 in what I'm saying is that in all comps or the league, Cal? All jokes
That
aside.
might just be the Prem, I think.
That's what I mean. It can't be all comps. That's like saying man doesn't do anything. That has
He's
to
got
be
less
one
chances.
competition.
That's less chances created than he's actually got assists. That would be mad if that's true.
26 GA, 66 games. Crystal Palace. Wow. But here's the thing, though. I've got a record. I've got a record that said this. Everyone knows I think Gakpo will give better production than Luis Diaz. I've been saying it, and I said it last year, and I've been very, very vocal about it. I said if Gakpo had the same minutes as Diaz, Gakpo would have better numbers. That's in regards to Luis Diaz. Yes, we can upgrade on him. We can, but I'm gonna still sit here and say it has to be for the right player. Like, there's no point you just going to get some left winger and we're having debates about whether he's better or not. It don't make no sense. If you're gonna go and get a better left winger, go and get him, bro. That's where I'm at with Luis Diaz.
Official AMD speak says Cal did what AJ said to Dubois and threatened to smash the tray on his face. Don't fly in there and disrespect me. Yeah, literally.
I saw that for AJ. AJ was standing on business.
Yeah,
as well,
he was still. OIB says sometimes I wonder why God created flies. What's the purpose? I don't even know.
So they can just fly.
Eat shit.
Oh no.
And then spiders kill the flies. It's God's way of cleaning up the mess. You'll see a lot of flies around OT.
Official AMD speak says Diaz won't get better. Gordon potentially will.
Potentially.
Official AMD speak says Rodrigo, Nico Williams, Cava, Gordon in that order for me. Yeah, Yamal's never leaving Barca. He's the heir, the new Messi. Big up and blessings to you, man. Big up yourself.
Big up. Yeah, he's not leaving.
Big up to Beijing Res TV, mate. You go and subscribe to their channel. Pray for Grenada from another hurricane there today.
Oh,
jeez,
that's mad.
Yeah, prayers up for Grenada, man.
Yeah,
trust me.
AM says Yamal and Nico ending Racimo in Spain. I mean,
this is what I was alluding to. They haven't ended it, but you get what I mean. That's a statement that they're playing there still.
I always hate it though, because if it goes left,
I know, bro. I know.
You let one of them miss a penalty, and we'll see if it's been ended or not.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't.
Yafiri says, "Are you guys going to retract the cooking for Matt? Cooking Matt for a kanji? Based on what?
Yeah, I'm
based on what?
On the fact that he picked him over De Bruyne,
No, because it's not even that. You man have just not rated him.
Foden.
And I said he's a very, very good centre back.
All right, hold on.
No,
All right,
we
if
was laughing
no,
at the fact
hold on,
that
Drift.
he
I
had
got
all
a
those
question
City
for that.
players.
No,
If we were to go back in time and do it again,
Not
would you have
even.
picked Akanji as your first player again?
No, but that's to win the game. But I was actually talking about the player, bro. There's a difference.
No, but
Because
the
when I was
context was- the context was different.
when I was standing on business,
Yeah, the
when I was
answer's
no,
straight
when I
up.
was standing on business and saying that Kanji is cold, he's probably like at least he's got to be one of the best centre backs in the Premier at least. You man were basically saying Akanji, like you picked the worst Man City centre back, and I was like, no, I haven't, bro. He's not the worst Man City
But
centre
in my
back.
opinion, Garvadal, Ake,
You tried to
and
tell
Diaz
me
are better
Ake was a
than
better centre
him.
back than
And
Akanji, bro.
I think he is the worst. He's a good
Ake is
player,
a
but I
better
still think
centre
he's
back.
the
Ake's not
worst
a better
City
centre
defender.
back than Akanji. He's a better left back, bro. Not centre back. What are we doing here?
Ake's just a better defender.
This is what I
full
mean.
stop. Anyway,
These
the
man
point
will
was
never
you
give
had
me credit
Foden,
where
De
it's- where it's
Bruyne, you
due.
had so many people from City to pick
cool.
from, and Akanji was your Man City pick. That was our madness.
The fact that you man won't even say nothing says, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
bro,
that was
like all I'm
madness.
saying is Akanji's again, he's having a great tournament as well. It's mad. It's mad.
Okay, says Williams on Copa del Rey and man of the match in the final. That is very true, he did.
Hold on. I just realized Akanji's playing against England, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to Ghost Liverpool 12th man says Cal, name 5 memorable Gordon highlights versus Diaz's. I can't. I'm not, bro. I don't want Gordon. I don't want him. Can I make that clear as day, please? I do not want Gordon at Liverpool. I want Musiala. I've said that from day dot, and I've been crucified for it. I want Musiala at Liverpool. But can anyone name me? I mean, I'm sure if you go through Gordon's highlights, you'll find some. I just don't think this Diaz glazing's warranted, basically. I think it's crazy how we've gone from unanimously saying at the end of the season Diaz was wasting chances and wasn't having a final product to all of a sudden he's top 7 in the world. Like, I found it crazy. Shanna Bay says, big up my 3 brothers, how you guys doing? I hope everything is well with all of you. It has. And the loved ones. I personally couldn't recover from last season's heartbreak, nothing but love.
I hate that. Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, we've been there, man. Sharif says the prospect of Gordon is growing on me. Not for me. Paul A says Callum may have ganged up to prank you. Nah, these lot are standing on business. They're dead serious. Official AMD speak says I rate Diaz, but sometimes he's like a Christmas gift in sparkling wrapping paper. Man gets excited, but when you open it, it's just socks.
Bro.
That is mad still.
If Diaz is just socks, then Anthony Gordon's a pack of coasters or something.
Official AMD speak says, do you think people downplay Gordon because he looks like I don't even know who that is. Who's that?
What was that?
It's that old school Scarecrow show from back in the day.
I don't remember that, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't like him, but that's a disrespect. Let me show you what Wurzel.
Oh yeah, I've just seen a picture of him.
What? Who?
Nah, AMD, you're harsh, bro.
Let me see. Let me type that in.
Yeah, when you Google it, it's a madness.
What was it? Hold on, Jeff. Can you get the? What's his
I'm
name?
gonna
Yeah. But bring out the picture or something like that.
This is it. For Americans, ain't gonna have a clue who we're talking about, so I might as well just show it.
I didn't have a clue, bro.
This is Wurzel Gummidge, fam.
No, bro.
That is deep.
Nah, that's mad. Still, that's actually.
Look at this. Oh, why wasn't it?
That's insane. They're saying he looks like that. Yeah, they yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that was deep. That's
mad.
Yeah, that was very harsh. Foot LFC says Cal's memory is different levels. Not today. Matt got me today still. Voice of Reason says Diaz is a dribble merchant. Gordon has more big chances created last season than Diaz has in his whole tenure. Guys, we're trying to win the Prem. How is Diaz sustainable? He's 28. This is him. Replace him.
You can replace Diaz, but Gordon's not the answer. And everyone keeps talking about Gordon. Gordon had one good season. That's it.
And everyone keeps making Diaz older than he is so it can run with the narrative.
I mean, it's half a year. It's not like we're piling on years on him.
27 and 28.
But don't you think it's crazy? Anthony Gordon's got more big chances created in one season than Diaz in his whole tenure. Are these not ringing any bells here?
No, because it's different team, different playing style, different circumstances. There's so much context to add to it.
The context is Diaz is playing in a way better team and not creating chances.
But he's being asked to play in a different way. Anthony Gordon is doing a lot of counter-attacking. It's a lot easier to create chances on a counter-attack than it is when you're playing a low block and the teams are defending deep against you. Let's see what Anthony Gordon would do playing against low blocks week in, week out. Let's see what Anthony Gordon would do. All these big chances created. I'll be very surprised.
Jada Activist says, and Gordon is bag ugly drift. Bag ugly. What's bag ugly?
I think he means bad ugly, surely.
Oh.
Bag bad, I get the drift.
Yeah.
Jay says Diaz has 9 big chances created in 3 years. Gordon 16 last season.
I get what. Yeah.
Paul A says
man.
26 G8 in 66 games. Crystal Palace numbers at Zaha. Remember, I did say I wanted Zaha before he went on a free. Who's better, Diaz or Zaha?
I can't believe the disrespect Diaz gets. I can't lie. I'm not even his biggest fan, but
I don't think that's
out of my hat and just saying he's better than Diaz, bro.
I don't think that's a disrespectful question to ask who's better at Zaha and Diaz, personally. Zaha was carrying Crystal Palace for years.
I know he was, bro. But I want to stress this again. He's playing at Crystal Palace. One other person, all right, I understand it. You're probably going to do better in a team that's probably not as good because you're going to probably... Zaha was more of a maverick than he would be in a system at Liverpool. Do you think Zaha would be... Zaha would work hard, but Zaha, that's what really hard with his defensive responsibilities as well. There's a lot of things to add to that, bro. Zaha took... Did he take penalties?
The thing is, Zaha was a good player. There's no doubt about it. But at Crystal Palace, Zaha could have 5 shit games in a row. Because everyone was expecting
there's times when he'll go
Crystal
missing
Palace
for time.
Zaha will go missing for time in seasons, but then he'll pop up in moments. Fair play to him. Like, do you know what I mean? Diaz can't do that at Liverpool because he has one bad game and everyone's on his neck.
It's
same with Matoma, bro. Matoma was good, bro, but there's a bag of Brighton
let me ask Kyle this. Kyle,
average,
who do you think's better, Zaha or Gakpo?
But no one points them out.
There's no point me answering these questions.
No, I'm genuinely asking, who do you think is better, Zaha or Gakpo?
As a winger, Zaha.
No. Who's a better player, Zaha or Gakpo? Whether you can put one in the false 9, the left wing, who would you rather have, Zaha or Gakpo?
For this current Liverpool team, probably.
Who would you rather have?
Probably Gakpo now because of age and everything. But in their
heyday, would you rather take
Zaha? In the heyday,
because I don't think Zaha's getting numbers like that, bro. I really don't think it, because Zaha was not production like that. Zaha was production like that. I would arguably say for the last 2-3 years for Palace, but think how long he was at Palace for. He wasn't really a numbers guy, bro.
So 16-17, he got 7 and 9. 17-18, 9 and 3, 10 and 5, 18-19, 4 and 3, 19-20, 11 and 2, 20-21, 21.
He got 19-20.
No,
19-20 season.
Oh, raw. I was gonna say.
The stats you're reading off are horrendous. I'd stop reading them, bro. Those stats are terrible, bro. You were saying that 4 and 5, 8 and 4.
That was once. I said that once. I said 4 and 3.
Bro, you never even said 10 goals once, and you just counted 6 seasons, bro.
Drift. 10 goals in 18-19, 11 in 2021, and 14 in 21-22.
Those are his last 3 years.
No, they weren't. 18-19.
I still don't think those are great. They're still not great stats.
It's Crystal Palace.
Yeah, but why do we keep on saying that all the time? Because there's got to be some metric.
He was doing it. He had Hodgson as a... Do you forget Roy Hodgson, guys?
No. There was periods where Roy Hodgson was actually
Roy Hodgson got them playing ball, bro. Palace. I'll be real.
Yeah, you can. Don't think about the last season, bro. There was some seasons where Hodgson
all I'm
was
saying is, if you'd rather Zaha, that's absolutely fine. But I would prefer Gakpo. I think that's all I'm saying. I'll leave it there. I prefer Gakpo.
Big up to Glasgow Red TV. Big up John says big up guys.
John.
Respect as always.
Been a
Big up
minute
yourself,
still.
bro.
Big up.
He called in on Friday still. It was nice
Oh,
seeing
okay.
him, man.
He did.
Ty said flies pollinate plants and get rid of organic waste. Bun flies, man.
I didn't know they pollinated the plants. I thought
That's
was
what's giving me the
bees.
sniffles, bro.
But I thought bees did that because apparently if bees all died, the world would die.
Yeah. Bees. I'd never kill a bee unless it was
No, but
like,
I'm saying I didn't know that flies pollinated. I didn't know that.
Paul A says Zaha 25, 27 better than Diaz, Gakpo, Nunes.
To be fair, I mean, I don't even know what was Cody even doing at PSV. That I don't know. Oh well, Cody's only just turned 20.
No, he's saying Zaha at that age, 25 to 27, was better than these versions of those players.
Again, I'm only gonna sit here, and that's controversial. I'm only gonna sit here and say he's having a fight with Gakpo still.
Alex says a bit late because I'm working. Big up, boys. Up the Nunes army. Love to drift. Our general Gordon should be on the radar, though. He's good enough. Boy, careful, bro. You get yourself kicked out of the army, bro.
No, big up.
Careful. You might get waterboarded for that one.
No. It's not a dictatorship. Man's allowed his opinion. Big up.
You're lying, bro. You are lying.
No, bro, I'm being real.
You're gonna get shaken up in the night, bro. You're gonna get deported. Dishonorable discharge, bro. Watch. Dishonorable discharge. What's good says Gordon gets the ball more than Diaz. We legit play through our right hand side, aka Salah, Trent. We don't use Diaz at the same volume. We play to Nunes' strength more as well. Diaz was not going to work under Klopp. I don't agree with all of that, if I'm going to be honest. Diaz got a lot of the ball.
No. I think he's trying to say he got less of the ball than Salah.
Yeah, but everyone gets less of the ball than Salah and Trent.
No, but what I'm saying is the way how the system was designed, we attack more down our right-hand side than we do our left. The way how the system is actually designed.
I agree.
On the right, Salah's the top goal scorer on the right-hand side. Virgil does the diag to Salah. Like, it's designed. I'm not trying to say, this is not me trying to defend.
It's always been designed, but Mane still got his numbers, right?
I would arguably say back then we was a bit more ambidextrous way how we used to attack, because remember, Robbo had a bit more freedom back then before Trent used to invert. Just saying. When Robbo was doing the old school Robbo thing, Mane was there, 1-2 punch. This is not me trying to like thingy. I'm just saying, yeah, maybe so. I don't know if that's not the reason, but I'll say maybe that's part of the reason why someone might say that though. We got to factor that in it. Usage rate, I guess, on which side the team plays on most.
Fair dues. Right, if you haven't already, guys, please smash that like button. Let's move on topics. Slot, first press conference scheduled for Friday. How are you guys feeling about it? We've obviously seen his first interview. What are you guys looking for to come out of this press conference? Drift, I'll start with you on that
one. Probably just want him to have some of his plans laid out to give us a bit of a idea of the direction that we're going to be moving in. Give us a little bit of hope. Clear up some rumors. Because, you know, they're going to ask him like a few things. And he seems pretty honest. I'm hoping he just like gives us some truths about some of the stuff. And I just hope for an all-round classic moment. I know it isn't going to be dropping in the same way Klopp was, because Klopp was in the middle of the season, yet to get to work straight away. Slot's been allowed to come in and, you know, take his time and et cetera, et cetera. But I hope that, because everybody remembers, you see your first press conference. A lot of the time, when you look back at some real successful managers, they had like an almost legendary press conference as their first press conference. Do you know what I mean? When you go back and you look at some of them, case in point, Klopp's at Liverpool, Mourinho's at Chelsea. You know, you just they come in, they sit down, they say something, they exude that confidence, so you know something good's about to happen. I just hope that Slot can give me some of those vibes in it. And then let's hope we're looking back on it in a few years' time and we're like, hey, do you remember when Slot said that in the first press conference? He lived up to it exactly the same way we did with Klopp. Klopp said doubt is to believers. He did it. He said it's not about how you feel when you come in. It's about how you feel when you leave. We all agree with it. Do you know what I mean? Like little things, just classic little perfect legendary moments and snippets. So I just hope he does something like that.
That's fair. What about yourself, Matt, bro?
Do you know, it's kind of weird. Like, I feel like I'm at a point where I just want him to kind of just be honest in terms of, his vision for this season. I want him to let us know as well that the club, the direction that he wants to obviously steer us in is the right vision. Like, we kind of agree on that as well in terms of what are his targets. He probably won't say that, but I want him to at least kind of allude his targets, like what he expects from the team as well. And I kind of want him to show like authoritiveness as well, because you're the Liverpool manager, and I want you to kind of like make us feel confident to the point where you might be able to get rid of some of them doubts about how you're going to fit in the Premier League. I think that's what it is for me. And I know you can't really get everything from a press conference because you can't, because it's just a press conference, but at least try, if you can, assure the fans that you are going to do what you say you're going to do. Because that first like kind of interview, that was the right things to say and whatever, but now it's your time to kind of like be assured about yourself and about the team and what you want to do this season. And hopefully they'll have some good news, which they probably won't talk about, but regarding contracts as well, I think that's important. Like, the captain still hasn't got his contract sorted out. You know, 3-star players, they got contracts up in the air that probably will get asked, and he probably will dodge the question, or he'll say something like the club are handling it. But I hope we get a positive update or something, because I think that one is also kind of like up in the air, but we don't really know still what's happening. And I get the Euros are happening, so maybe it's a bit harder for Trent and Van Dijk. But Salah, though, come on, man, like if it should be all of them, really. Get it done. And if he can't say what the club are doing, at least like be honest and be like, listen, the club are doing whatever they're doing, but I want these players to stay. They are key to what we would like to do. So we kind of know, basically, he's basically going to be alluding to these are still key players for Liverpool, and I want to keep them there. So yeah, man, let's see what happens anyway.
Fair points, fair points. I don't think we'll see most of that, but I'm all right with it. I don't think we'll see
what, sorry?
I don't think we'll see most of what you guys are asking for, but I'm all right with it.
Oh,
I say this,
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
This
This is an ideal world, Cal. This is like my ideal world.
Yeah,
how I'd come out.
I don't think we'll see any of that. But the reason I'm all right with it is because Klopp is just generation. He's like once in a lifetime. So
agreed. Yeah,
I think it'll be a very mellow press conference. I don't even think he'll speak about contract renewals, because I think
what I mean is they'll ask him.
He'll be asked about it.
Yeah, he will come out and say.
I don't think he'll answer the question. I think he'll scoot around the question, because I think he kind of has to. Because if he comes out and says, "Yeah, really want to get those sorted," and then we don't get it sorted, it's gonna make him look bad straight away. It's gonna be like, well, has he even got authority to do this? Like, what's the snag? What's the hold up?
I think we all know that wouldn't be on him, fam. To be honest,
in theory, you're right, but it still doesn't look. All right, let's say it's not on him. Then that looks even worse if he comes out and says, "Yeah, I want to get it sorted," and it doesn't get sorted, because then it's like straight away everyone's gonna be like, "Man's got no authority; he's just being told what to do." So I think
but
he's probably gonna skirt around. He's gonna have to be a politician. I know they're doing the politician debates at the moment. He might have to be a politician on Friday, because we're gonna hang on to every word that he says, because it's the first one as well. So it'll be interesting. If I was to ask you both the first piece of business you'd like Slot to do, what would it be and why? Matt, I'll start with you this time.
Sorry, said again. I was just trying to read something about. Yeah, said again. Sorry.
What would be the first piece of business you'd want him to sort out?
Well, if you can't do the contractual stuff, because I think that'll be to do with the back, like the directors and stuff. The first thing I want him to sort out would be the formation, I think, and
Okay.
the style of play. I know he won't say it in his press conference, but I just want to know how we're going to set up. Are we going to be 4-2-3-1? Are we going to be 4-3-3? Are we going to be tactically? Are we going to be playing positionless football, so to speak? Are we going to be tactically flexible? Are we going to be defensively sound? Like, are we going to be compact? Like, I want to know these things actually, because I think the way how we play next season will have a big main say in how our season actually goes. And I think a lot of it is to do with defensive stuff as well. And I hope he pays attention to that. And I think his attention to detail is supposed to be really, really good. So it'll be that for me, like tactically. Like I want that still, because we're not going to get signings. Like he's going to basically say that's Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. He'll say that's their job. They're sorting out the signing. So I'm not expecting it. So it'll be like tactics for me.
What about yourself, Drift? What would you like to see him sort out first?
I'm not sure, you know. It's a good question. The first thing. I don't know.
What's going on?
Maybe it would be getting the contracts. I know that's not technically him who does that, but maybe that would be the first thing I'd like to see sorted under his reign. Just knowing what's going on with Trent, Virgil, and Salah. Get some new contracts for important players who've got 2 years left, like Ali as well. Like, remember, there's a few players that this is the time to not have what's going on now happen next year. So players like Ali, get them tied down to some new deals as well. Yeah, I think probably getting some of that contract stuff sorted out. Get the basis of like who he needs and who he doesn't. Let's put it like that. Try and sort out very quickly who you want and who you don't want, so we can get rid of who you don't want and bring in the players and get it popping.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, we'll look forward to that press conference. Let's move on to Trent now. Obviously didn't play at all in the England game. England won 2-1 after extra time. However, Trent's demeanor and body language looked as though he looked fed up. Looked like he kind of didn't want to be there. Do you think what's happened at England will have an effect on him for Liverpool in the coming season?
I'm worried that it might a little bit, because this is still the Euros. I know people will say it's different, it's Liverpool and England, and I understand that, but he's proud of the player that he is and who he is as a player. He wants to play in the Euros. Him being made a scapegoat is not easy, and it's like it's a horrible thing for that to have had to happen to you. Do I think Arne Slot will obviously speak to him and get him not to worry about stuff like that? 100%. But I do think until that conversation is had, you know, you can't help. He's a human being. I know, like it will affect anybody. We can't act like just because it's Liverpool and because it's England that he just don't. Yeah, he ain't gonna care. The tournament's over. Like it will affect him. Of course, it was a human being. That's why he's annoyed and frustrated. But I would like to think that he will bounce back and have one of the best seasons that he's had in a minute. Because if Trent stays injury free and Slot system is able to get the best out of Trent will be cooking up all season. And I have no worries or qualms about that, because he's a generational talent and we should be utilizing him, not scrutinizing him when the manager asks you to play the 6 and you don't even play the 6 for starters, not even the 8. Man's asking you to play with back to goal, literally. And I get it. When you invert sometimes with Liverpool, there are times when you have your back to goal, but very, very different. He was never really the Endo or the McAllister doing that. He was it's two different systems, but yeah.
We got Mitch with this comment, because I was going to ask you this next, Drift. Could this be a blessing in disguise for him, in the fact that we've seen Trent when he's had a point to prove, and that Trent, when he does have a point to prove, is an absolute monster. Could Gareth Southgate be unleashing a beast here and doesn't even realise?
I don't think he feels that way for Liverpool, though. So I think I
No,
don't
but
necessarily.
but he might feel like that from a footballing sense that, right, people don't rate me. I'm going to show you who I am.
Well, he's done it in the past, and he
That's
proved
what I'm saying.
everybody.
Like,
You know what I mean?
could this be
One
like?
thing I will say though, Cal, is he's gonna get fed up at some point of having to constantly always rebuttal people and prove people wrong and stuff like that. Like, imagine achieving everything he's achieved in the game and still needing to prove yourself.
But Messi, Ronaldo, but
No, but
all
they
the
didn't need to
greats.
prove anything.
Nah, all on a real drift, all the greats actually still prove themselves on a game by game basis.
No, but people don't expect them to prove themselves though.
Nah, they do, you know. Don't think Xavi and Iniesta walked into games and the expectation was, by they better not have a bad game today, you know?
No,
No,
the
but
expectation was there because they're quality.
but nobody was doubting whether they were good or not, though. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, maybe they want to prove themselves so their greatness is absolutely undeniable. But nobody ever went into games going, "Ooh, don't know about Xavi. You know, should we maybe try and play him this way?" Or everybody still knew he was a 30 baller. But with Trent, people still try and put these like question marks over even you know what I mean? It's like, well, where should he play? Should he do this? Is he even that good? And like, he must be getting fed up of this, man. Just constantly always having to prove himself.
I'll stick with you. With how he's played for England, midfield is that on the table for you? Or is that a no-go for you?
I do prefer him at right back, but I'm not opposed to him playing in the midfield. I do prefer him playing at right back, though. Like, for example, what we're saying.
What type of right back, though?
Because remember, like, before we went live, when we was talking about the Trent stuff, there was a point during the game yesterday where Kyle Walker was effectively just a right midfielder / right winger. He wasn't a right back anymore. England weren't really defending much, and they were chasing that goal.
Sorry to cut you. Yesterday, Kyle Walker was just a brother that throws sex parties, bro.
Yeah. Real talk. He was shot. There's a 2.5 minute clip of all his mistakes on the internet. That's how bad
he was. Getting caught up in scandals, you know.
That's how bad he was.
Kind.
But that's what I was going to say. So on top of the fact that he was playing that role, he was having the worst game ever. And Southgate still didn't think to himself, let me get the best passer in Europe on the pitch while we're chasing this goal and we're not doing any more defending.
I don't know.
That's madness, bro.
I don't know if he's the best passer of the ball in Europe.
Look, I'll have a conversation, but you're not going to find me many. You're not going to find me many better passers than Trent in world football.
That's fair. But to categorically say he's the best in Europe, I don't know if we can.
I'll stand on business. If people want to try and talk to me, then I'll have the conversation. I think he's the best passer in Europe. Me personally, Trent is just that dude. And if you're chasing a game and you're no longer defending from your right back position, why would you leave Kyle Walker on, who's having a bad game on top of that? Not only just the role he's playing, but the stinker that he's having. Trent must be sitting there now thinking, yeah, bun England, bun all this. This is what Carragher was talking about. This is what them man there was talking about. Like Robbie Fowler and them man was talking about, like, where like for some reason being Scouse just doesn't really get you much love in the England team. Like, we've seen it down the years. Michael Owen is probably the only real, because even Gerrard used to get disrespected and put on right wing and left wing. And
Michael's not Scouse.
No, that's what I'm saying. But he's the only Liverpool player that I don't think got like disrespected within the England setup of all the players who represented England for Liverpool. Like, it's crazy. All the Scousers, like Robbie Fowler not having the more caps and all that. Now, what is that all about?
All right, so here's the thing. You obviously know how much I love Robbie Fowler. Do you know why I can live with the Fowler one? Because at the time, you had Shearer, Sheringham, Ian Wright, Les Ferdinand. You had bare strikers.
Don't make no
none
difference.
Of them other than Shearer are better than Fowler. Though,
Fowler's the best finisher. Everyone,
I agree.
So how could you not have a problem with it?
Because you can look at the others and go, bruv, are we going to really sit and go, Ian Wright were a bad man?
No, they're all bad.
No, I ain't got a problem.
Boys,
but Ian Wright ain't even got that many caps, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because
apart
from Shearer, the rest of them kind of share the.
Andy Cole is a travesty as well.
Cole, bro.
How would Andy Cole
it was literally. I'm gonna be. Can I just call it what it is?
Apart from Shearer, the rest of them.
Shearer and Sheringham took up all the caps for them, man, bro.
Yeah, they did.
They took up all the caps.
You know, because even what's his name? Ferdinand, bro. Ferdinand got mad disrespected at England
Yeah.
level.
Bro, do you remember when there was Les Ferdinand? Remember when Les Ferdinand was at Newcastle? Do you know how cold he
Yeah.
was?
Yes,
Oh
bro.
my-
So I'm saying, so I can understand to an extent, but
Yeah.
the others I don't get. Like McManaman. How did McManaman not get more
Nah,
caps?
yeah,
you know?
they
it's real,
they
it's
literally
true.
just said you're two scouts. That don't even make no sense. Bro, they disrespected McManaman crazy.
It's true.
This is big bad McManaman at Real Madrid, you know? Even though I
know.
hated him for it. Look what he done at Real Madrid.
I know.
Oh, couldn't believe it. I think he was the first high-profile Bosman player to use the Bosman ruling team.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
hated it. It had to be us in it.
But yeah, but just to just finish off
Yeah.
the point, I just believe that Trent must be sitting there now thinking, yeah, bun England, man. Like this is mad. Maybe
He
more
can tell
bun
he's angry.
Southgate, but like it kind of goes hand in hand a little bit in it. So it's like, yeah, like, and what are you gonna do? Call on me next time? Do you know what I mean? Like maybe that's because here's the wickedest thing. We all know that Trent's consistency at free kicks might not be as high as we would want it to be, but he's definitely capable. So even having him on the pitch for you might win a 25-yard free kick. Do you know what I mean? And you're thinking, who do you want to stand over this? I know Harry Kane is pretty decent at free kicks, but you'd think Trent would be right up the pecking order to I saw Foden taking him. Foden ain't no set piece, Don. He's an absolute baller, but he ain't no set piece, Don. I see him taking corners, free kicks. That's when you need Trent on the pitch. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why Trent's being disrespected and scapegoated and let's have it right. Big up Alex, yeah, AGT on DR Sports this morning. He made the best statement that could have ever been made to sum up this whole situation. Let Trent have the game Walker had, and he's on the back pages of every single newspaper this morning. Every single newspaper this morning. If Carl Walker was Trent, trust and believe. Even though they'd won, he would have got dragged.
Yeah, they would have said England through, but England have a problem at right back. That's what they would have said.
Something, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Bellingham saves the day as Trent disappoints again, or you just know it would be some kind of foolishness.
It's mad. And it's sad because I don't understand why they want to bring him down like that. It's kind of crazy because what I thought was going to happen is that Southgate actually had a plan and he didn't. What he did was that I remember
That was
when
your first mistake, man.
Yeah, do you remember Jurgen Klopp used to have a go at kind of Southgate for not picking him? It's almost like Southgate's gone, no, F it, I'll pick him. All right, you want to play? Everyone's calling for him to be in midfield. All right, I'll put him in midfield, but he didn't actually plan. You didn't plan. I tell you, he didn't plan. He's not a 6. If you're going to put him in midfield, play midfield 3. Not only that, he needs runners. That's where you get the best out of Trent. You get the best out of one. But his passing range is one of the best in Europe. In fact, he's top 3 selected. His passing range is top 3 selected in Europe. You can't only like a Tony Cruz.
I was going to say Tony Cruz.
Or even someone like and maybe even KDB. But I personally think Trent's passing range is better than KDB's.
Yeah, so do I.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's the pass range is better, but
it's better than everyone's.
But you just I don't understand how if you got someone of that level and you're gonna you don't have a plan for them and you want to scapegoat them. And what's so mad is, which is why I'm really even more annoyed at Southgate, yeah. When the pressure was on because his tactics were so bad and everyone was saying, oh, Trent shouldn't play, he start kind of buying for the second game, and then in the third game he caved into peer pressure. And that's what it was for me. It was peer pressure. So he decided to drop Trent. And what's so mad is like I was having, like when we were talking the other day, guys, about the whole Southgate and peer pressure. But peer pressure again, I know it worked, the whole Saka at left back, but let's call it what it is. I'm sorry, that was just a panic move. And yes, it worked out. So it looks like he's a genius. But I'm sorry, since when do you get arguably one of your best nation's wingers to get them to play at left back or right back?
He's their best winger. He's their best winger.
No, so what I'm saying is, so what I'm saying,
debatable.
So what I'm saying is, do you know why I know it was a pressure thing? Because one, it's like, oh my days, what do we do? All right, cool. Let's just do what you do. Because really, truly, if you thought that was always going to be the thing, you would have done that from the jump anyway. You would have done that, but you didn't because you had no more options. You're thinking what else you could do. What do you think you're ever going to see Salah play at left back? Or remember, if I'm not mistaken, Cal, did Gareth Bale correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat. Did Gareth Bale ever play left back again after he
Not after
he
he
went
fully
onto the right? This is what I'm trying to say, bro.
But do you remember what I said to you guys? When I said England would win, what did I say? I said they're not going to win because of Southgate, they're going to win because of the talent they've got. They got through that game.
You
Yes,
think
they
they're
could
going to
have
win the
talent.
whole thing still, innit? Yeah, I know.
The tide, I'm not going to lie, the side of the draw for them is very favourable.
You're right, though. They've got the more favourable
Very
draw.
favourable.
But
Say again, bro?
Switzerland,
They're not getting past Switzerland.
I disagree.
I don't know
England
if
aren't
they.
getting past Switzerland.
The talent gets them through, man. Talent gets them through. Talent got them through yesterday.
Man said
went
they're just Moments FC, you know.
Do you think Trent plays again in the Euros?
No, as a sub, but not like as a starter. You might see him, and that's actually sad.
I
though.
don't think he'll play. I don't.
And for anyone, yeah,
think he will.
I think he might get he might come off the bench. But I'll tell you another thing as well. For people that say like he probably won't care, bro. I saw like a little interview from him and Bellingham and how much he's in tuned in like the whole camp, and you can see like obviously him and Bellingham are kind of close, whatever. Bro, you think he doesn't want to like be playing football with his brethren? It's like if we were called up for Jamaica and like one of us was left out. And then, like, what you think that person's not going to feel away? Oh, but when we go back to playing for Liverpool, guys, yeah, Matt will be all right. But I'm not playing in it. You man could all have the banter and joke, and in front of the camera, I say the right things. But you're going to be thinking, "Now, Matt is vexed." You know I'm vexed.
Yeah, I'll be running bear jokes. Like you'll be like,
That's
"Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
going
saying.
to bed," and they'll be like, "Why? You ain't got to be up."
You're a horrible guy, bro. You see them thing there? This is what just on, you know.
Come on, we all know that was the banter. Man knows, man.
No. But what I'm trying to say is no. But imagine though, like, but deep down though, bro, imagine. You could see when everyone was celebrating that last goal. No, at the end of the game,
Him and Gomez went
him and Gomez just looked at each other like.
No, imagine how Gomez feels. Gomez was arguably the best left back in the league this season. Yeah. Ake, probably the only one I'd say that was like head and shoulders better than him.
Ake wasn't better than Ake. You're
Ake had a very good season.
Shall I tell you why you're forcing the narrative?
Ake
You should have said Gavardia and I would have believed you. You're forcing the narrative, bro. You're forcing.
Even Gavardia. No, but Ake had a very good season.
No, we didn't. You're going to tell me Ake was better than Joe Gomez at left back this season?
No, I'm just thinking of people who could have been in the
I see you trying to do the gym. You should have said Gavardia. That's where you messed up.
Yeah, but I think the first half of the season, Gavardia wasn't very good. It was the end of the season that
I would arguably say Gavardia only took him maybe.
Obviously, he was adapting to it as well.
A month.
Anyway, the point is that Gomez was top 3 left back in the league this season. But yet he ain't even had 1 minute playing time, and England's got a left back issue. Like they've actually got an issue at left back, and he hasn't had 1 minute playing time.
Because Kieran Trippier, who is the right back for Newcastle, apparently is a better left back than Joe Gomez, who played left back last season, and a lot of people would say was one of, like you said, one of the better left backs of the season. One of like right-footed left back, so to speak. This makes no sense to me. The only thing Trippier has over Gomez, in my opinion, is the delivery. Because Trippier is a very, very good deliverer of the ball, and I respect that. Can't knock that. He's a good set-piece specialist. But in terms of like, you see how England are going to go up against Switzerland now, yeah? Against tougher opponents, going to get tougher and tougher. I think Trippier's going to find it a bit harder if they really pinpoint and look at him and go, we can have a go at him here, and we'll think we get some change out of him. That's what I think will start to happen more so.
I'm trying to find. I should have bookmarked it like an idiot. I didn't. There's actually a stat which shows how many times they've all played at left back, as in Trippier, Gomez, and Konza. It's not even close. No, Gomez has played there way more than the other two. In fact, I think that was the first time Konza's ever played left back in a professional game. Was when he came off the bench.
Yeah, Konza coming on and playing left back over Gomez is. Do
you know what it is? Wild. Can I be real with you? I think they got them man. They're confused. I think Southgate thought it was Gomez. I ain't joking because it don't make no sense.
The only thing I can think of is he knew that Guehi was gonna miss the next game, and he's thinking the player I play, I want it to be someone who's like getting used to game time, and he's gonna play Konza obviously in absence of Gehi. That's the only thing that I can think of. And it's still a stupid decision because if you don't win, you don't even get another game.
Wow.
But it's
They
the
don't-
only thing I can try and think of logically.
Nah, bro. They done the Oxlade Chamberlain, Kieran Gibbs thing. Remember one of them got or Walcott. Remember when the referee got confused? Southgate got confused with his own players, bro. Bro, I so wish someone could send this clip to Southgate. I need to ask him, why did you put Jarrell Kwanzaa at left back when Gomez has been playing left back all season?
Kwanzaa. Ezri Kwanzaa.
Sorry, Kwanzaa. Sorry. Yeah, Kwanzaa. That's what I meant. Yeah, Kwanzaa. Why did you play Kwanzaa at left back instead of Joe Gomez? Even like you said as a sub, it makes no sense. And do you know why it makes no sense? More so, he didn't even pick him anyway to obviously for the full squad. He picked Gomez. Where was Gomez playing the majority of his Liverpool tenure?
So you guys have missed a key component. Who played left back before Ezri Konza come on?
Saka.
It was Saka.
Try again, boys. Saka played left back.
Sorry, who played left back before he came on?
Eze played left wing.
Yeah. It was Eze,
Yeah, Eze.
Yeah, that was wild.
That was Southgate. Or Safegate. Or Wastegate. Whichever way you want to. But
I just can't believe that Carl Walker actually finished the game playing that
I can. He's one of the favourite. Carl Walker's going to start the next game.
Of course he's starting.
Like, that is wild. It's
Carl
so,
Walker's starting
and
next
I'll
game.
be honest with you. Here's the thing that I really hate about this whole agenda when it comes to this stuff. That's 2 games in a row now that Trent wasn't a part of, and England were actually worse. Let's actually keep it a buck. No bias here. They were actually worse in the last 2 games than they were in the first 2 games.
Of course.
The hardest game England have had so far in the tournament, in my opinion, was Serbia. Like, on paper, Serbia are the best team England have played so far. And they beat Serbia more convincingly than any of the other games that they've had. And that was apparently when Trent weren't doing well, and he weren't doing this, and he weren't doing that, and all that. Then Trent was taken off at, the 58th minute in the second game? He created more chances in that time than anybody else did in the whole game, right?
Mm.
And now you're looking at the situation he hasn't played in the last 2, and you're like, so hold on a minute. What is really going on here with regards to the agendas and the whole situation within the England setup in general? Why is Rice not getting any heat, right? I know Bellingham is him in that moment, but he'd had 2.5 stinky games and no one was saying anything about Bellingham's performance. Like, he saved his tournament with that goal, not only because of the importance of the goal, but because of how special the goal was, the bicycle kick, whatever. But that saved Bellingham's tournament. Bellingham's been having a really poor tournament. You know what I'm saying? Rice is absolutely all over the place for the most part in this tournament. Like, he's not having a good tournament at all. So how comes the stick is still being thrown at Trent from within the camp, but nothing's been said or nothing's being done about these other real, like Foden? What are these Foden performances that we're witnessing here? Like, Foden is stinking out the gaff,
Foden
bro.
game after game is having absolute stinkers. But
Harry Kane, I know he got the winner. Even Harry Kane's been stinking out the gaff. How comes no one, all they spoke about for the first 2 games was Trent. In the last 2 games, they're just talking about problem solving in a positive way. About no one's saying nothing. No one's getting dragged. No one's doing any kind of criticism. What are we doing? The first 2 games is Trent. Trent's the problem. Trent.
Yeah.
It's actually quite disgusting if you actually really.
But of course it is. The agenda's horrible.
Situation.
Yeah, the agenda's horrible, and this kind of sums it up. I don't know what's more wild. Like, Eze was playing left back and Saka at right back, or that England had 5 cams in the game. I can't. You know, at one point it just looked like England were playing like a back 7. It was actually just ridiculous. Like, there's just no structure, man. And Harry Kane, I don't care if he scored, bro. This guy right now just looks shot. Like, he moving like when England played one of them teams they ain't heard of before, and they speak about how the players are part timers. Harry Kane moving like a part timer right now. You know, I'm being real, bro. I'm gonna, you know what? If this comes back to get me, then so be it. Akanji's gonna lock up Kane. You know, remember I told you they're gonna lock up Kane. You see Fabian Shaw and Akanji, they're gonna lock up Kane. I'm telling you, Kane ain't doing nothing against them centre backs. Trust me.
Remains to be seen.
Ivan
But
Toney
boys-
needs to play in that next game.
He ain't starting Tony.
So
Bro.
does
No
Watkins.
one's talking about Tony's impact off the bench. Tony effectively is why England was able to win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he got the crucial flick on for Kane to get his header, and like you said, for the other goal as well. Telling you, bro.
Says a lot.
Matt
I know, I
lives on
see
a
it.
Kanji island.
No, it's not even that one. Even no, that was more about because I mentioned what's the guy's name? I mentioned Fabian Shaw as well. What I'm saying is Harry Kane ain't doing nothing against Switzerland, like in general.
Boys, we're gonna call it a night there. When are we gonna be back? When are we back?
Oh no, man! The Euros is taking up a lot of time at the moment.
Yeah,
innit?
the Euros. What's tomorrow's games? Tomorrow's games. Netherlands are playing at 5.
Yes, catch me at 5 on Tifo, guys, for the Netherlands.
What's the game
But
after
I
that?
don't even like saying Netherlands. It's Holland, man. Like I just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But yeah, Holland versus
Turkey,
Romania. It's gonna be a good. I reckon that's gonna be a romper stomper. I think it's gonna be a good game, man.
It will be a good game, and then you got Austria, Turkey afterwards. That's going to be a good game as well, you know.
Yeah, that will be.
That's
going
to be a very good game.
That will be a good game. I'm predicting at this point Austria and Romania to be the two teams that advance, but I hope I'm wrong because it would be almost better for the tournament, I think, if Turkey and Holland went through. And that's with no disrespect to the other two, but I just think it would be better for the tournament if those two went through. But from who I think is playing better and who will go through, I got a funny feeling it will be Romania and Austria, you know. I think England might have to play Austria in the semi-final.
I hope it's Netherlands, and I want. Well, I hope Gakpo does something.
Yeah, of course.
I need Gakpo to do something as well because Gakpo's actually played well in this tournament. I know some people. I know, and I get it. It's tournament football, and the style of football probably does suit him better because it is. We have to be real. Even I can be honest here. It's a slower paced football, but he's still having a good tournament, man. I want him to like just progress in this tournament and do really well. And not only that, come back to Liverpool injury free. Van Dijk as well. More importantly than winning, I want them to come back injury free because as much as I want them to do well for their countries, all the Liverpool players that are there, we need them back injury free, man. We can't keep starting seasons where someone's got some madness or someone comes back and they've got an issue. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, man.
So
join me tomorrow, people. Join me tomorrow.
Make sure head over to Tifo Drifty TV going live at about 4:45, 5 p.m. kickoff. So make sure you're there. In terms of Kopish on YouTube, make sure you switch on the notification bell. Check us out on social media where you'll be getting updates there. We'll definitely be going live over the next couple of days.
100.
So yeah, keep an eye out. Matt Drift, anything you want to say before we say goodnight to the people?
Nunes Army, pattern up. Half an hour till kickoff. And I'd love to do a watch. I'd love to do a watch for this game, but I am so tired.
Yeah.
So tired. Matt looks like he's got the energy, but because I remember we were saying if we had the energy to do it, you look like you do have the energy, but I don't know if I do, bro.
But I've got the energy, and then it hits 2 a.m. and I'm dead, fam. Is it the thing? If the game, here's the thing: if the game was like 11 or 12, I think I'll be alright. But 2 till 4, bro.
Yeah,
it's a bit mad still. I can't know.
Jade Atterbury says Tim Ream versus Nunes. Laugh my arse. Yeah, best of luck to. Yeah, USA might get touched today still.
The thing is, because they're through, there's a possibility that a few of the players might not play.
No, see, now Drift, Ugarte's playing with Valverde in the pivot. Araujo's playing. Oliveira's playing. Nunes is playing. Yeah.
Oh, right. Why is he going so full strength and they're already through? I'm quite surprised.
Nunes needs goals, blood. He's got a record right now.
Bielsa don't do rare. You thought Klopp was intense, bro. Try one.
Yeah, Bielsa's
man squats for the whole game, bro. He's a big man as well, you know. Age and weight.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to keep on doing the Nunes thing because I hate it. But I did find it kind of mad that I woke up to a record. He said record-breaking Nunes equals 98-year-long record of scoring 7 games in a row for his country, blah, blah, blah. 10 goals in 7 games, something like that. And yet all everyone was talking about was the 2 chances he missed. I was just like, rah, this is mad still. The man scores, gets a record, and still all people talk about is the missed chances. So let's see if he scores today. He'll actually break the record if he scores today of like 8. It'll be 8 games in a row. That's the Uruguay record. 8 consecutive games in a row. If he scores, maybe that's why he's asked to play. Actually, maybe I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to the game now. USA versus Uruguay is actually a very good game as well. Like, just generally speaking, that's a good game. So I'm looking forward to it.
It is indeed. Well, people, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you smash that like button if you haven't. We'll be back
do you know what?
soon.
12 man's doing a watch along for the game, and you know what? To be fair, maybe even Bayesian and the boys are as well. So yeah, guys, go check out their channels.
Oh yeah, Bayesian might be. Yeah, Bayesian might be.
Go and join those guys for the watch alongs this evening, man.
For real.
Make sure when you go over there as well, tell them Kopish sent you.
Indeed.
But people, thanks for joining. Hope you've enjoyed the debates. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until we see you on the next one, stay safe, stay blessed. With Kopish for our people.
Peace.
Love.